Can you hear me? All right, all right. Oh, I just plugged mine in. Are we live on the channel? We should be. All right. Yep, we're live on the channel. Perfect. Listening to Pity Party, right? I hear it. I'm gonna run to the bathroom again real quick.
Well, hello, shitheads! I'm so glad you're here. And let me just say, Hannibal and Monty will be with you in just a bit. So, it's really important that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Also, look out for plunger points, and if you really like them, cast a couple dollars their way, because this shit ain't cheap. I'm just saying. Enjoy, and thank you for being here.
Previously on
Hannibal and Monty Shit Show!
So yeah, hypothesis asked, is it Stan?
It is not Stan.
It is not, but you know what? You get plunger points for that.
Again, hypothesis with the points. All right.
Yes.
So,
and
yeah.
Somebody said, Thrift Store Dan said Monty Lee Peterson. Yes, I like it. Thrift Store Dan got some plunger points as well.
All right. That was weird as fuck. I don't know what we just watched.
I don't know. I don't know what we just watched, but that's my type of fuckery right there.
I think that sonically the album sounds much more grown because I've grown as a person, and you can really see that through the music and through the art. Aside from that, yeah, it took so much longer. I put so much of myself into it, and I started writing K-12, the album, in 2015 after I put out Cry Baby.
This is Hannibal, the beat animal, and I am headed to go see Melanie Martinez's K-12. On our way to see K-12. I don't know what to expect. I am at the AMC, so I can go watch this Melanie Martinez movie. I am literally catching the very last showing of this motherfucker. About to catch the very last showing, so let's go see how this shit plays out. I'm gonna be the only person, the only adult here with no kids seeing this fucking movie. She wrote and directed this? Holy shit. So if it's trash, we know who to blame.
Playing with fire. What the fuck is that? John Cena. Amber. A dog.
I'm so excited. I'm going to see K-12. Man, I don't know.
So I just made it back home from watching K-12 by Melanie Martinez.
It was a music video disguised as a movie.
Oh, get ready for a fun fucking show.
So, girl needs therapy, bro. I don't know. She's got some shit she's working through. Cause damn.
So I went in with an open heart and an open mind.
I'd say I enjoyed watching.
You're right, there is a lot to unpack there.
I found it really interesting how everything on the surface level is visually cheery, safe, and cute, but the actions and language of every character scream the exact polar opposite of that.
When you use the word fuck lyrically in every single song that you make, it just goes to show that you don't have a very deep vocabulary.
It was a film that was a marketing tool for her album.
I don't know if it's the sort of thing I would ever watch again, but yeah, I thought it was fine.
So, visually this film was good, but that's about as far as it goes.
Maybe broaden your horizons.
Bridge to Captain Picard.
Go ahead.
We've just received word from the fleet. They've engaged the Borg.
Mr. Data, put Starfleet frequency 1486 on audio.
Aye, sir.
Stan is not a great Eminem song.
No, I did not say Stan is not a great Eminem song.
What did you say?
What happens when a masked producer and a headphone-wearing comic book artist get together to talk music shit, comic book shit, and political shit on the internet? Monty. Hannibal the beat animal.
Why is my name second? What kind of shit is this?
Let's talk some shit.
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
And we are live. Are we live, Monty?
We are live as fuck.
We are live as fuck. That's how I like to be. All right, here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the Hannibal and Monty shit show. I am Hannibal the Beat Animal.
And I am Monty with crying chicks on his forehead.
I see what you did there. Crying, you got the crying ladies because cry babies.
Yes.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did? See what I did?
He got a scarf that was appropriate for the show.
Yeah, look. Wait, let me get close. You see that? I don't know if it's seeable. There we go. All right.
There's some sad bitches on your forehead, man. All right. So this is episode 58. Maybe an episode about
all the best people are crazy.
Or there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
You said some words just now, Melanie Martinez.
Yes. So welcome, shitheads.
Yes.
To Hannibal and Monty shit show. So we're here to talk about Melanie Martinez tonight.
Yes, we are doing an entire episode about Melanie Martinez. And look, let me go ahead and say right now.
Okay.
Right now, if you love Melanie Martinez, this is a good episode. If you hate Melanie Martinez, this is gonna be a good episode. If you have no idea who the fuck she is, this is going. Monty and I spent so much time with barking dogs today.
I know. Why the fuck are they barking?
We spent so much time dissecting this music and this video and everything that we're good. We're ready for this shit.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna talk Melanie Martinez for the whole episode. Like, we figured out how to craft the shit, and you know, that's what we're gonna do. So
we're gonna do a whole episode about Melanie motherfucking Martinez, and I'm hoping that some of her fans end up checking this shit out, because I got some stuff to talk about. With this episode.
Yeah, and Mediocre the Preach Man said, "What is a PFP?" And Mediocre the Preach Man, welcome to the shit show. I saw you in the comments. You were asking if we were going to do a Melanie Martinez episode, and I was like, "You're in luck. This is the episode where it's happening."
This is it. This is the episode. But before we get started, right? Before we even do anything, okay? Yeah. Zoe, our lovely producer Zoe, run my theme music. Run my theme music right now.
All right, go.
Run my shit right now.
All right. Well,
we're not wasting no time. You gotta ask no questions.
Yeah, that's it. OG, original gangster, original gangster, original gangster.
Women drivers, people who talk during the movie, customers who cannot make up their mind while ordering food.
They shit on LA, they shit on Chicago, they shit on Miami, they shit on New Jersey.
New Yorkers, Atlanta Falcon fans, possibly people from Alaska.
They hate Canadians, they hate the South, they hate the rain, they hate the snow, they hate murder, they hate crime, they hate fucking everything. They hate the Knicks when they're winning, they hate the Knicks when they're losing.
Indecisive morons, blithering idiots, humans. These people have formed a burning question. What is grinding Hannibal's gears?
Yes, it's yes. So let's go ahead and get right into this. What's
All
eating
right.
Hannibal? I just hijacked the show right off the rip, so we can go ahead and just do this.
Before I
What's
can
eating
even
Hannibal?
sell our shit, but let's see what Hannibal's got on his mind.
Yeah.
Go.
I stole $3,000.
All right.
Yeah, to say. There we go. Wait, I just wanted to tell Super Inhuman that I was like, yeah, we have some very Melanie related things, and he's a fan, so he or she is a fan. So I'm glad that you're here, so that way when we talk about Melanie, we can have somebody here that can explain, dissect, some of the stuff. So we actually reached out to a bunch of Melanie Martinez fan club presidents and stuff, a bunch of unofficial people on Instagram and Twitter and shit, trying to get somebody to be on the show. And a bunch of people was like, oh yeah, they followed us, but they didn't actually respond. And seeing that most of her fans are like very young girls, in hindsight, I can see how being a 6'3" nigga in a mask reaching out being like, hey, you want to be on my show? You know what I'm saying? You want to FaceTime me so we can do? Yeah, I can see how that causes issues. So this is what's eating Hannibal.
Okay.
So a couple weeks ago on the pre-show, or it might have even been like the first or second
It
pre-show.
was the very first pre-show.
The very first pre-show we fucking did. Oh yes, it is American Nightmares. Our drivers in Atlanta, what's eating Hannibal? They're always what's eating Hannibal, but not today. Not today. I'm gonna leave the bad drivers of Atlanta alone today, right? What's eating Hannibal today is all right. So we do our very first pre-show, myself and Monty and Devalagon and Ace Wonder, and we're doing the pre-show. We go through the YouTube trending videos, and we see this video that we've never seen before by this girl named Melanie Martinez, who 3/4 of us have never heard of, but Devalagon has. Little something. He's heard of Melanie Martinez, and he is not a fan. He does not like her. He's not a fan. He doesn't like her fans. He doesn't like the aesthetic. He's just not a fan. We watched the trailer, right? And Monty and I are intrigued. I'm more than intrigued. I'm excited because it's the type of weird shit that Hannibal the Beat Animal is into. So I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do that shit. So, the movie was only in theaters on September 5th, right? So I'm like, okay, we got to go see this movie, and we can only go see it that day. Now, for Monty, there was like one theater in New Orleans that was showing it, and it was like very limited showtimes. But in Atlanta, 2 showtimes. In Atlanta, it was showing from like 7 p.m. to like 11 p.m. in like 30, 40-minute increments, right? So here we go. I get up that day. I start doing a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go see this movie. But, as the day tends to go, it gets later and later and later. And I'm like, fuck. All I can do is go see the very last showing of this movie. Let me go ahead and do this first.
Okay.
There's a couple things about Hannibal that y'all need to know. First off, you guys know me. Y'all know I'm a music producer. And if this is you guys' first time watching the show, Hannibal the Beat Animal, they call me that because I make beats. I'm an animal at making beats. Hence the name Hannibal the Beat Animal. I am a music producer, and I am fucking awesome. All right? I am that guy.
And look, let me interrupt you real quick. All of the music you will hear on this episode that is not Melanie Martinez music, Hannibal. Continue, Hannibal.
Everything. All the graphics is done. All the graphics and art is done by Monty. All of the video is done by Hannibal, right? I mean, all of the music is done by Hannibal. So 2 things y'all need to know about me. 1, I fucking hate musicals. Okay? I fucking hate musicals with a passion. I don't enjoy people spontaneously breaking out in the song in the middle of a movie. I hate that shit. I'm not a fan. And it's just like when people are just like, they're like, man, I need to go get a Cadillac car. I need to go get a Cadillac car. I need to go get a Cadillac car. I need to go get it. And then everybody joins in. They all know the same choreography. These niggas sliding with their arms up and shit. I don't want to see that shit. Okay? I don't fucking like musicals. The second thing you need to know about Hannibal the Beat Animal is that I don't enjoy watching music videos. I don't enjoy watching music videos. It's just, and the main reason is the vast majority of music videos is just the same old shit. It's like, I've seen this video 100 times by 100 different artists, and it doesn't matter the genre. It's like the vast majority of music videos is the same old bullshit. I've been watching music videos for so long, and at a certain point I was like, I don't want to watch them. Every now and then I'll see some shit that's like, this shit is dope as fuck, but by and large, I am not a fan of music videos. So, just to recap, I don't like music videos. I don't like musicals. So, I'm in my car to go see the Melanie Martinez movie, which is 50 miles away from where I live. 50.
The only showing.
0. The only theater in Georgia that is showing this fucking movie is 50 miles away from my house. So I get in my car and I drive 50 miles away to Sugarloaf Parkway, the Sugarloaf Parkway AMC, so I can go see this goddamn movie. And I get there and I get to the theater, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, and when I walk in, when I walk in the theater, like, there's some Melanie Martinez fans. There's a chick that's got like half her hair dyed blonde, the other half dyed black. There's a dude wearing a fucking pink nightgown. I don't know what the fuck I done just walked into, right? But whatever. I saw the trailer. I thought the shit was dope. I sit down, they show a bunch of weird ass trailers for some shit. All right, cool. It is what it is. The movie comes on, and it's looking just like I thought. It's some weird, crazy, exotic, esoteric shit. I'm like, hell yeah, this is what I'm at. Then they show this bitch get on the school bus, and then what happens next? Everybody on the bus starts singing together, and I'm sitting there like, is this a motherfucking musical? Oh, I was so mad. I was so fucking mad. I'm texting Monty and Shayla. I'm like, this a musical? Did nobody tell me? I'm mad as shit, right? Then it's not just a musical. The whole movie is basically just a collection of music videos that are loosely stitched together with plot. So it's a musical that's music videos stitched together.
Yes.
This is my nightmare. This is my Auschwitz right here. This is my transatlantic slave. Well, that's not my transatlantic slave trade, because
your transatlantic slave trade is your transatlantic slave trade, Hannibal.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you got me. So I was, bruh, when I tell you guys, I was not mentally prepared for this at all. You can't just spring a musical on me, okay? That's like surprise anal, okay? You got to give somebody a heads up, like, hey, baby, just so you know, Tip is going. Like, you got to tell somebody about that shit. Didn't nobody tell me that was a musical. You got to tell me first that I'm going to a goddamn musical. Didn't nobody tell me that shit. And so I drive 50 miles to go see this movie that's only shown in this one place in Georgia. Then I get there, and it's a musical that's basically music videos stitched together. And then as I'm watching the movie, I get a text message from my girlfriend that says, hey, babe, they're showing the whole thing on YouTube for free right now.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
I drove 110 miles so I could go see this movie as the only adult in a room full of children wearing fucking baby doll dresses and beautiful pink nightgowns, right? I'm the only dude there. I don't got no kids or nothing. I'm just in that bitch with a mask on, watching Melanie Martinez, and it's a musical, and it was just, the whole thing was free on YouTube. So that is what's eating Hannibal. That whole experience.
Shit.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. I remember laughing at you when I went to see it and it started. I didn't know what you were doing because Hannibal's dealing with some shit. We need to, Zoe, can you put his link in the description when you get a second? Support his GoFundMe too. Hannibal's dealing with some shit. Help him out. I was like, I haven't heard from Hannibal. I tried calling him 3 times. I don't want to keep hammering him. He's probably dealing with something. I'm going to leave him alone. We went to see the movie. I hadn't heard from him. And when I saw it, I started laughing as soon as Wheels on the Bus started.
I was like, wait, what's happening? What's going on? This is a music. Like, you can't do, like, look, years ago, when Into the Woods came out, it came out on Christmas a couple years ago. And I was like, I saw the trailer, and I was like, this looks really good. Johnny Depp's in it. Fucking Meryl Streep is in it. Fucking James Corbin's in it. It's like all these people that's in it that I like. I'm like, oh, this shit. And it's all whimsical and dark and mysterious. I was like, yeah, this is my type of shit. I love fantasy movies. I love sci-fi films. I love that weird left shit. And then I sit down in the movie, and then they start singing and dancing and shit. I was like, is this a... Oh, God damn. That just...
Yeah, I feel your pain. I feel your pain, but and I laughed at you. Like I was able to easily get past that, but I knew you would have a hard time with it. So
and you see the type of friend he isn't, ladies and gentlemen, to all the ladies, all the men and all the women, all the mutants and metahumans, all the nerds and the geeks, all of the just everybody here, all the Christians and everybody that's watching the show right now. You see what type of friend this nigga is over here? Okay?
I'm the type of friend that knows him.
He knew it was a musical and said nothing.
No, I didn't know it was a musical. I didn't until I got to the theater.
But you knew before me.
I knew before you. I knew before you, and I knew I was just gonna laugh at you.
So that's what's eating Hannibal. Let's roll with the rest of the show. I want to talk. I for real want to talk Melanie. I got some great things.
All right, yeah, we got some stuff coming up.
And Superhuman, he said the sad part is K-12 is barely a movie, right? And
we're gonna get into that. We're
gonna talk about it because we got look. You do not have to be a fan of Melanie Martinez to enjoy this episode. Monty and I, we got you guys. This is going to be worth it, okay?
Yeah.
And anybody who listened to the album or that watched the movie, you will get plunger points for that. And that's one of the new things that we're debuting tonight. If anytime we read comic books or watch movies or listen to these albums, if you guys join in, you're getting plunger points. And at the end of every month, we're giving the shithead with the most plunger points a prize from our merch store.
Yeah, like you'll get a coupon code to go to our merch store and get a free thing. So there you go. Build those plunger points up. And there's a surprise coming in this episode. If you're in the chat, pay attention to the fucking stream bot. The stream bot will tell you about it. But before
he did both. Guess what? You got 50 plunger points. Well, welcome to the show.
Wait,
he just jumped in the pond with 50 plunger points.
I stole $3,000.
Who did both?
Super Inhuman.
Super Inhuman? Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me hook you up. And look, and Hannibal, why don't you read the 2 Streamlabs that came in while I do this?
I sure will. I sure the fuck will. So we got not 1 but 2 Streamlabs that's coming in. I am stalling for time until my screen refreshes. So I don't want anybody to know. The first one came from Mistaken Reaper, who donated $2. He didn't give a message, but you know, Mistaken Reaper is a friend. He's the homie, and he is going through a very tough emotional time right now. So, and like I always say, Mistaken Reaper, if you need somebody to talk to, do not hesitate to reach out to us. Monty and I are here for you, man. Like I said, we're not just. Like I said, we're a family. You know what I'm saying? This show doesn't exist without y'all. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the third guest every show. So, you know, if you need us, just do not hesitate to reach out.
Yes.
So, Mistaken Reaper donated $2. Thank you for that. Look, Lord Jamarcus, Lord Magic is Lord Jamarcus, says for Hannibal suffering, he donated $5. He says for Hannibal suffering, so it probably doesn't even cover the gas it took to drive to that theater. He said, big F for that level of BS. Say, bro, when my girl sent me a text and was like, hey, you know, and what she said specifically was, you know, they're showing it for free on, it's streaming live on Tidal, and it's on YouTube right now for free.
Yeah. Melanie loves her fans. That's what that means.
Yeah, and look, in hindsight, I get it, because years ago, when like you know, Jim Henson, I was a huge Jim Henson fan, huge fan of the Muppets, Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, all that shit, right?
I stole $3,000.
And listen, or I'll say it.
Pimp donated $2. He says, I would rape you both. That is.
Thank you, Pimp Muck. Thank you.
Well, I mean, at least take me to dinner first.
Yeah.
Okay. At least do that, you know. Yeah. Hit me with the hot Cosby before you decide to fucking. Anyway,
not the last time the hot Cosby will come up on this episode.
No, it's not. The hot Cosby is going to make another appearance at some point in this episode. But I forgot what I was on, man. Oh yeah, so years ago, so the last movie Jim Henson was working on was a movie called Mirror Mask. It was the movie he was working on right when he died. And years later, I think it was like one of his kids decided that he wanted to finish the movie. Yeah. So he finished the movie, and they put it in limited theaters only. And the closest theater to Atlanta that was showing it was in Nashville, Tennessee. So I drove to Nashville so I could go see this movie that's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and so I get it. It's like if you're a Melanie Martinez fan and you want to see this movie in the theater, and the nearest theater to you is 100 miles away, 200 miles away. Everybody ain't able. You know what I'm saying? I was able, but everybody's not. So it is what it is. So I understand why she did it. I just wish I would have known that prior to me driving 110 miles. And I had to put gas in the car. So it was like, the money for the ticket plus the 30 for the gas. So it was like I spent $40 to go see a movie that I could have watched on YouTube for free.
And look, I'm about to piss you off even more, Hannibal. The reason I kept calling you before the movie was because we got the discount tickets, and I was gonna send you I was gonna tell you how to get the thing to go and cash that in to go.
No, not today, Satan. You're not gonna piss me off no more today. I'm not even gonna allow you to do it.
So I have one ticket to use on a movie. So let me know.
Yeah. Superhuman said he was on Spotify at 11 hitting refresh. He was trying to catch it. He says if you were sub to her, it was set to premiere a week earlier. Dude.
Oh, wow.
So you mean to tell me we could have watched this shit before Labor Day?
Wow. I didn't know that.
He said set to premiere, which alludes that it didn't premiere.
All right.
So anyway,
moving into the shit that was interrupted by that What's Eating Hannibal, but I'm not mad at it. That was appropriately timed. If you wanna support this shit, patreon.com/5H1T. That's how you get access to the pre-shows, which all the cool kids are doing. Like I see Thrift Store Dan, Pen Ultima, those the people that were in the chat. I don't know who else is still here, but that's how you get in on the pre-show. In the pre-show, we just talk shit and bullshit a little bit before we get into this.
But this is why the pre-show is awesome. It was the pre-show, the very first pre-show, where because part of what we do in the pre-show is we'll review a comic book that we read, and then we'll watch YouTube trending videos. And it was because of the YouTube trending videos that we got to Melanie Martinez. And I'm glad that we got to Melanie Martinez.
Oh, I am too.
I'm gonna say that now. I'm glad that we got to it.
Oh, I am too. Like we're gonna get into this. It's coming. But also, another way to support the show is Streamlabs. Streamlabs or Nickel Chats. We call them Nickel Chats because YouTube takes a good bit of the money, and you got to hear Nickelback when you send them. But yeah, you can support that way, and also we're gonna start reading your Streamlabs at the end of each segment, just to keep the show moving a bit and to give us a chance to promote the Streamlabs a little more. Marketing. Let's do this right. But other ways to support the show, follow us on Twitch. We're not live on Twitch right now because I've learned that Streambot doesn't like to come to this chat. Streambot prefers Twitch. I don't know why. So I didn't go live on Twitch until I figured that out. But that's twitch.tv/5H1T show. Facebook.com/Hannibal and Monty. Instagram @5H1T show. Snapchat show_5H1T. Twitter is @5H1T show. The Discord link is in the description below. And if you want to send us shit, check our Amazon wish list. I haven't updated it since we updated the system. And speaking of updated the system, Zoe, did you click the record button? Click the record button. Let's see if it causes problems. But we have a new system now, so we're pushing it to the limit. So if you see issues from here on, let us know and we will stop recording. But also if you just want to send us random shit, but don't send us crazy shit. It goes to the post office first, so don't get yourself thrown in jail. P.O. Box 13013, New Orleans, Louisiana 70185. All of that's in our description. So with all that being said, it's time to get into a shit show.
Let's do this shit, man.
Yeah. So why don't we talk about what's coming up next first?
Let's do it.
There we go. So up next in the rest of the month, we only have 2 more themed episodes coming up, which is next week we are watching animated Superman movies. Do you remember which ones? I don't have them written down here.
Yeah, yes I do. Wait, so you already skipping. So let me go ahead and do this because we need it done right.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and let Hannibal do this shit.
Hannibal,
on Friday, so the day after tomorrow, on Friday, Monty and I are going to be doing a Friday the 13th episode where all the segments will be Friday the 13th themed and related. So tune in for that episode. Then on next Wednesday, Wednesday the 18th, we will be doing we will be adding to the greatest comic book movie list of all time, and we will be adding 5 animated Superman movies. We will be watching and talking about Superman Doomsday. We will be talking about Superman versus the Elite. We will be talking about All-Star Superman, Death of Superman, and Reign of the Supermen. If you watch any of those movies, you will get 25 plunger points. So you can jump into the discussion. So tune in. And we will be joined by the girls from Wakanda Moon Cosplay, Dom, and Live Action Animation, who I got a chance to hang out with during Dragon Con. And they're always fun as hell. Live Action got a chance to meet T-Pain. So, that just happened. The show that we do the following Friday on the 20th right now is a show about nothing, but depending on how things go, that might end up being our Dave Chappelle Sticks and Stones episode.
Yeah.
So
Sticks
Monty
and
and I
Stones, or it could be something else.
Yeah. On Tuesday the 24th, Monty and I will be on Drunken Peasants again. We were on Drunken Peasants last night, and we were joined by Kirsch?
Captain Kirsch.
Captain Kirsch. We were joined by Captain Kirsch. And of course, we got a chance to hang out with Ben and Billy. They're such sweet boys, aren't they, Monty?
They are. They're such well-mannered individuals.
They're very, very well-mannered.
Yes.
So we had them, and we'll be back on their show on the 24th. The 25th is a show about nothing, and on Friday the 27th, our monthly torture episode, where Monty and I will suffer through all 9 of the Fast and the Furious films. Yes.
I just made it to Tokyo Drift.
Oh, shit.
Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie.
Yeah, it is just so. I am not looking forward to revisiting those shits at all. But, that's what we're going to do. So that's the rest of the month. That's all the shows we got for the rest of the month. Okay. Let's do it. And if you guys are interested, and for the torture episode, if you watch any of the Fast and the Furious films, how many points you want to do, Monty? 50?
How many? They're 9?
Yeah.
Let's break it down movie per movie. They're 9 movies. We'll say, look, we'll offer 90 plunger points if you watch them all.
I was going to give them 90 per.
90 per?
It's the torture episode, man.
All right. If you want to do 90 per.
I was going to do 50 per. You were going to do 90 total.
Yeah, I was going to do 90 total.
All right, we're going to figure out a point total. But if you watch the movies and join in that episode, we'll give you plunger points accordingly.
Yeah.
So
and Fabian says Tokyo Drift is one of the good ones. No.
Lies.
I just watched that shit. Tokyo Drift is not one of the good ones.
Gila Bug says she just watched Hobbs and Shaw today.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm curious what you thought about Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah. I enjoyed Hobbs and Shaw. I saw that before any of them. I saw that with zero context. So.
Wait, Lance Kasler says those movies aren't fast enough to induce much fury.
Plunger points?
Yes.
Plunger points?
Yes.
How many? Give me a number. I'm adding them right now.
Did Zoe laugh?
No, she didn't. She just stared at the screen.
Two plunger points.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, I'm giving him a point for each person that he made laugh.
All right, I see how it is. All right, I'm adding his points.
Yeah,
there we go.
So that is that's all of the episodes that we have for the remainder of the month. Okay, let's do it, Monty. Let's run.
All right. So now that we're back into the regular show, I got 2. Wait, nope.
Go.
I got 1 question for you, Hannibal. Here it is.
What's up, nigga? You want to talk some shit?
Hell yeah, let's talk about Melanie motherfucking Martinez.
Yes.
This man, listen, I've been listening to nothing but her music and watching her videos for the last couple days. So I got a lot to talk about with this. And like I said, you don't have to be a fan. We got you. We got you on this. Let's run.
We're gonna go into it. Let's roll right into it. Let's not waste a bunch of time. Let's just start.
Yeah.
Let's talk about who Melanie Martinez is. Let's start with her beginnings.
Okay, is it video and then bio or bio then video?
It's up to you. What works better? It's a
Play
shit
the
show.
video first.
All right, look. Here's a video. Check this video out.
Here is Melanie Martinez.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. 'Cause that made me crazy. Never let you sweep me off of my feet. And it feels like I am just too close to love you.
There you
All right,
go.
I like it. That's the exact amount of Melanie Martinez we can show without having the entire episode get flagged. Nice. Good job, Monty. Good job.
Thank you.
Who is Melanie Martinez? Melanie Martinez was born in Astoria, Queens. Cute Queensbridge in the building. Well, that's not Queensbridge, but that's Queens. She credits her kindergarten teacher as the person who taught her how to sing. Melanie Martinez says she only had a few friends growing up and was very emotional crying, and she claims to have been referred to as a crybaby by others, which is what sparked the creation of the titular character Crybaby, which she has described as a fairy tale version of herself. At 14, Martinez taught herself how to play guitar by studying chord diagrams of songs she enjoyed. Martinez has cited the Beatles' Neutral Milk Hotel, Feist, Kimbra, Zoe Deschanel, that's weird.
Wow.
Regina
Right.
Spektor, Coco Rosie, Brandy, Fiona Apple, Ariana Grande, and Britney Spears, all as influences. She said Tim Burton is a large influence of hers. That's very obvious. But a lot of people know her because she was on The Voice. And I've never seen one episode of The Voice. Y'all think I hate musicals. Y'all ought to see how I feel about singing shows.
Yeah, I've seen a great many episodes of The Voice. So.
Yeah. So is in 2012, during her junior year of high school, Melanie Martinez auditioned for the third season of The Voice, admitting she never watched the show. Her mother's car broke down on the way to the audition before they got to the Queens Midtown Tunnel, and the two were forced to hitchhike to get there.
Damn.
Several months after the initial audition, Melanie Martinez received word that she had advanced to the second round. She received multiple callbacks until she was finally selected to audition on the show itself, where apparently she did very well on the show. I think she made it down to like the final 4 or 5 before she got kicked off.
All right. Yeah. She made it 5 weeks into The Voice, from what I heard.
Oh, she was only on the show for 5 weeks.
Yeah. She got 5 weeks in and then got voted off, which I find phenomenal. And I see people in the chat talking about the gap in her teeth. She owns that shit and wears it with pride, which I find sexy as fuck. Like, yeah, I like anybody that can take something that people look at as a flaw and go, that's me. That's what I got. Deal with it. Like that.
Yeah, when I was watching the movie, when I was watching K-12, that was the thing I noticed. It was like, man, her teeth are crazy looking.
Yeah.
You know, and for her to have the money and the success that she has, but she leaves it the way it is because she wants her fans. Like, because there's a lot of little girls that watch her stuff. And just imagine the confidence that, like, I have my late baby brother's oldest daughter, Tatiana. She's got a gap in her teeth. She got like weird ass teeth too, right?
Yeah.
And she's always been super self-conscious about that shit. Imagine how it feels for her to see a pop star with the same type of teeth, and she's winning. It. Yeah. And she owns that shit.
She owns it. She's like, look at me. Enjoy this. And yes, Melanie, do your thing. Like, fuck yeah. Like, I can't give her shit on that. Hang on. There we go.
Not at all. Not at all. That was actually one of the things that I absolutely loved about fucking K-12. You know, because I was like, man, she really is just owning that the gap. Because like the thing is, like, when you're in the music industry, as I am, one of the things that they do when you're going to be in the spotlight is the first thing they do is they want to beautify you. They want to fix everything. So it's like, You know, like there's people that watch every single thing you do, everything you eat, everything that goes in, everything that comes out. These motherfuckers are watching everything, and she's just like, nah, this is who I am. If y'all don't like it, y'all go fuck yourselves. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, she's actually got a whole song and video about this in the movie. So yeah. Shout out to Melanie.
Yeah, she's awesome. And these voice clips, like if I were watching her live on The Voice, there are about half of them I think she was really great on. Like her version of Crazy. I don't know if you heard that one. I know I sprung the voice on you.
You did. You did.
So
you did that.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard her version of Crazy.
I didn't get a chance to check out any of her. Like I've been running around all day, so I didn't get a chance to check a lot of that shit out today.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to put you on the spot because
not the way I wanted to.
Yeah, but yeah, her version of Crazy is awesome and super ballsy to do that in front of CeeLo. And the song she won with was the song she got picked to be on the show with was "Toxic" by Britney Spears. And the only person that didn't turn around was Christina Aguilera, which I find hilarious.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's one of the things I noticed. And I watched a good bit of her voice performances today while prepping for the show. And some of them are okay to mediocre, but and some of them are really great. Like she ran the gauntlet of voice performances on that show, and I see how she could build a fan base after being on that show with what she brought, though. So she showed a full range on it. So I get it. And Superhuman said Toxic is, I don't know if Toxic is their favorite cover.
Yeah.
So
he's a dude. Toxic is a dude. I mean, Super Inhuman is a dude.
All right, I don't know who Super Inhuman is. I didn't want.
He's new. He's here because we're talking about MM.
Yeah, and look, any of y'all that are new here, get involved in the chat. Like, if a lot of the shitheads don't know who Melanie Martinez is, we're telling them. Tell them who she is. Like, we're gonna go through our experience, but join this conversation.
Yeah, it's good. Look, it's going to be awesome. I'm trying to actually find my notes on the K-12 movie, and I can't find it anywhere. It's kind of got me just a little bit completely annoyed. I'm trying to remember some of my notes so I can find the shit, so I can do what I need to do.
All right. Yeah, find your notes. But I enjoyed what I saw of her on The Voice, and if anybody knows, like, what happened in the 5th week when she was eliminated, who beat her? Was it during one of the knockouts? Because I looked at the knockouts, but I can't find any of them that give commentary, like where the people are saying, well, you lost. I want to see the moment where she lost. I couldn't find it.
I'm not going to lie to you. It sounds like you're just making all this shit up just to fuck with me right now, because I don't know. I've never watched an episode of The Voice, so I feel like you're just fucking with me now.
I end up watching a lot of The Voice. Zoe's laughing because she's like, how is he going to word this? Because Zoe does too. We don't choose to watch The Voice, but we end up watching it.
I just found my K through 12 notes. So
there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how Melanie Martinez got started. Like, she started there on The Voice, fell out like 5 weeks in, and then I think you were telling me you were reading something, Hannibal, where she, like, right after she lost, she started working on Crybaby?
Yeah, so, hold on, let me pull up those notes. See, you keep catching me off guard. All right, I got you. I'm ready for you. Wait, before we do Crybaby, we even talk about
we're not
that,
going into Crybaby yet.
Yeah,
I was setting you up for the next segment.
Yeah, because she lost on The Voice, that was when she started, like, she basically took all the music she had prior to that, and then she started working on a new sound, which ended up being what became the Crybaby album.
Yeah.
So she took all the because I think everything else she did was like acoustic guitar records. She tossed all that shit in the trash and then came up with this whole new style and sound. And that's where that project came from, her getting kicked off The Voice. Now, before we get too deep, Let's go ahead. Let's do fair foul because we got a whole bunch of fair fouls that are all about Melanie motherfucking Martinez. So let's get to it.
Let's do some fair fouls. Here we go. Let's go.
Yes. How big are your balls?
Okay, Mr. Rashid. Are they ready for the truth?
Yes, they ready for it.
Just love it.
And how do they hurt us? Because they love Phil.
We don't need to give any time to that mess, do we?
We're talking about deliverance. See, I'm talking, so many people out there are captives. And I'm talking about homosexual lifestyle. I was delivered from something like that. I was a prostitute for over 30 years. I sold my body on the street corners. See, I can talk about that sin. Hallelujah. Because see, I was wrapped up, tied up, tangled up. And I loved it when I was doing it. Hallelujah. God came and purged me. Hallelujah. God made me get it the old-fashioned way. You just turn your soul unto me and I'll use you. But now I can shake for Jesus. Oh, another anointing of the Holy Ghost. Bless you.
Suck my cock, bitches.
God bless you.
Has the Imperial Magistrate reached a verdict? I have. Guilty or innocent. Feed him to the
I'm leaving you for.
Yes. Fair or foul. The segment that allows all the fans to jump in and join in and with the show, so we can all participate and have us a big old conversation. So for all the new people that are watching the show for the very first time, first off, welcome. We're glad to have you guys. I know there's a lot of new listeners. If you're new to watching Hannibal and Monty Shit Show, first things first, go ahead and consensually massage that like button. Go ahead and click that like button. You know what I'm saying? Because we like to have all the likes and shares and stuff that we can get, as well as if you share the show, you're going to get plunger points. What are plunger points? They're imaginary points that we give to our fans, and at the end of the month, the shitheads that have the most plunger points are going to get stuff from the merch store. Get free stuff from the merch store.
Yeah.
So do that. So that's the first thing.
Yeah, and also any Streamlabs y'all send during this, we will read the Streamlabs between segments, because that seems to be the easier way to do it. So
So if you send a Streamlabs or a nickel chat, also in addition to consensually massaging that like button, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Now, how does this shit work? How does Fair Foul work? Every day I do a deep dive on the news, and I will go to 100 different news sites and read 100 different stories. I will go to I have a news aggregator site I go to. I read Associated Press, Breitbart, InfoWars, CNN, Fox News, Politico, The Hill, MSNBC, etc., TMZ, you name it, I'm on that motherfucker. And I find these stories and I read them and I wonder, did they get at the end of the story, I'm like, did they get the story right or wrong? Was it incorrect or was it accurate or inaccurate? Was the story fair or was the story foul? And for tonight's episode, all of the fair fouls are related to Melanie Martinez.
All right.
Now, I'm gonna say the first one is light, but the second two get kind of heavy.
Okay.
And you don't all the way have to know who Melanie Martinez is in order to participate. So I'm gonna read you guys a story, and you chime in the chat and let us know if you think what I'm saying, if you think it's fair or foul. So the first story comes from CelebrityInsider.org. I swear they made this site up so they could post the story.
I don't care.
It's not a shit we don't care about.
I jumped segments. All right.
You did.
Continue.
You jumped the gun. So, if you've been sleeping this weekend and are over the age of 20, you might be unaware that Melanie Martinez just made music and movie history. On September 6, 2019, Melanie Martinez released her second studio album, K-12, with 13 songs and an accompanying eponymous film. Melanie has dominated YouTube since the top 2 spots since its release and will most likely make Billboard charts for the foreseeable future. K-12 follows Melanie's debut 2015 album Crybaby and continues the storyline and concept album introduced by Melanie's fans. The album introduced Melanie's fans to. Oh, okay, I see. It's bad English. All right, whoever wrote this is not really a journalist. Okay, keeping with the Crybaby character, Melanie's film and album K through 12 is about Crybaby going to the surreal school where she experiences the challenges faced by adolescent girls. That's what the shit's about, right?
Okay.
Now, the article isn't. I mean, the article is basically just that. It's fans talking about how great Melanie Martinez is, and if you don't like it, you must be old.
Okay.
This next paragraph is why this is in fair foul.
Okay.
The concept album. So listen to me well.
Okay.
The concept album and movie is comparable to Purple Rain by Prince, that went on to win both Grammy and Oscar awards. With many movie critics, while many movie critics may have missed the importance of Purple Rain at the time, it was the resonation with listeners and moviegoers that made the film a success. It appears that K through 12 captivates the listener and audience the same way Purple Rain did. So, for everybody listening in the chat, and this is tough because I know a lot of you guys, some of you guys have seen K through 12, a lot of y'all haven't. The question is it fair or foul to compare K through 12 to Prince's Purple Rain?
Yeah, and also, while y'all answer that question, while I think about my answer, in the same comment, answer whether you have purified yourselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
I fucking hate you, man. Like, the fuck is it? Oh, I got you. I'm back. All right. So, yes.
That's why I do this show with Hannibal. I like to try and make him laugh. If I can make my co-host laugh, I know I'm doing it right.
Yes. So the question is: it fair or foul to compare K through 12 to Prince's Purple Rain? And she said, and I want to make sure I read it again. It says the concept album and movie is comparable to Purple Rain by Prince, that went on to win both Grammy and Oscar awards. And she says, while many movie critics may have missed the importance of Purple Rain at the time, it was the resonation with listeners and moviegoers that made the film a success. It appears that K through 12 captivates the listener and audience the same way Purple Rain did. Yeah. Is it fair or foul to compare K through 12 to Purple Rain?
And I'm going to say this. Purple Rain is in my top 15. That's where it falls. Purple Rain is there.
Albums or movies?
Movies.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Purple Rain.
It's not even on the board for me.
See, Purple Rain's on the board for me. So this is an interesting fair or foul. I don't know that K through 12 hits that, and we're gonna get into that later. Musically, I see what Melanie Martinez can do, and I see who she is, but I have to call foul on comparing this movie to Purple Rain. I flat out foul on comparing this movie to Purple Rain, and I will expand on that later as we get through this episode.
Yeah. Okay.
And
all right.
What are the shitheads saying? What do we
Let's see. Let's go to the chat and let's see what everybody is saying.
Give me some new people too. What are our new people saying?
I'm going to get to it. Penultimate said it was a ballsy claim. Mama Rose says foul. Super Inhuman says foul. He's a Melanie fan. Sir Marvin Manister says no, Melanie is nowhere near as good as Prince or Purple Rain. Foul, 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 foul. To be fair, Sir Marvin Manister, there's not a lot of people that's comparable to Prince. Like, even Michael Jackson in all his glory and all his awesomeness, like, Prince was something else entirely. Like, Prince was so good that, like, whatever instrument you played, he could take your instrument and outplay you on that instrument. Like, the dude played like 15 instruments. He produced his whole first album, wrote his whole first album, made sure that, like, he had like 10,000 songs and everybody in his band had to know every song of his in real time. So if Prince was like, hey, I want to do this now, and then he starts playing it, everybody had to know those songs. Prince was a whole other monster. Like, this dude is like it would be like comparing the sun to like a flashlight or something. And that's not to Melanie Martinez. That's to anybody next to Prince. Prince was a whole other thing. Jimmy Jackson says foul as fuck. Create Beats says foul. Fat Old Guy says, I'd love to see you expound on that. Mediocre the Peach Man. I fucked that all the way up. Let me try it again. Mediocre the Peach Man says foul. Penultimate says guess time will tell, but sounds foul. That's a very mature reaction.
Like that.
Too.
Yeah.
That's it. Because at the end of the day, we don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be curious to see. Luna, first off, shout out to Luna and Red Eye, because I think I saw Red Eye in the chat. And
Red Eye and Pimp were in the chat.
And Pimp Monk. Oh shit, we got the whole Morning Wood podcast hanging out with us tonight. That's awesome. So if you've never seen the Morning Wood podcast, Pimp Monk, Luna, Red Eye, you need to check this show out. It's amazing. Matter of fact, you guys drop a link in the description, and drop a link in the chat, and we'll make sure that we push the hell out of that, because you guys are awesome. Yeah. And you've had us on y'all channel many times.
Yeah.
We'll be on there many more times as soon as you guys let us wake up later.
Yeah.
Mike says fair. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to hear why. Lord Jamarcus says probably foul, though I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge Prince fan, and no, I haven't purified shit. That's good stuff. Fat Old Guy says foul. Neverland Games says fair. Different times, different vibes, but equally impactful. I said what I said.
Damn. All right.
I like it. Sir Marvin Manister says Prince is my shit. Kilo says Purple Rain was before my time, so I don't know. Lance Kasler says Neverland Games is on par with Purple Rain. Red Eye says farking foul cobber. Prince had talent, could shred a guitar, and get more pussy in the day than I will get in my entire lifetime. Shayla says
I don't know
foul.
if you can get more than Melanie Martinez can, though.
Well, you jumping the gun. You jumped in the gun.
I'm not even talking about that. You jumped the gun on that one.
I did. Vlad Tape says, I listened to everything from black metal to gangster rap, and Prince was in a very rare company. Yeah, he's not wrong. He says so foul. And Danny Lisner says he's not sure. I'm also calling foul on this one. And look, this is an easy one to quantify. Different times and all that stuff. It's like, look, Melanie Martinez's K-12 is appealing to a very specific demographic. It's doing very well right now. But the album is not doing Purple Rain well. Purple Rain did, like Melanie's album is going to end up going platinum. Like it's for sure going to go platinum. But Prince's Purple Rain is the third best-selling soundtrack of all time. It sold 25 million copies worldwide. You know what I'm saying? In addition to giving us Purple Rain, that album also gave us I Will Die For You and Beautiful Ones. And what else is on that album? What else is on Purple Rain? And I'm just talking about When Doves Cry was on that. Let's Go Crazy was on that shit. Take Me With You. Like this When Doves Cry was the #1 song on the planet when it came out. And it was the #1 song on the planet. And you know what other album was out at the same time Purple Rain was? Thriller.
Oh, shit.
So for Purple Rain to even be in that conversation lets you know how great that album is. K-12 is dope. K-12, and I know we haven't gotten to it yet. K-12 is dope.
No.
But like, what she did was really, really good. What Prince did with Purple Rain is legendary. And it's like comparing anything to that. Like literally anything. And like, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I'm a way bigger Michael Jackson fan than I am a Prince fan. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker and Blood on the Dance Floor, those are both shit compared to fucking Purple Rain.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not
Purple
a controversial statement.
It's the third best selling soundtrack of all time. That like we're talking about a record that's not gonna get broken for a very, 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 very long time.
And Ace D. Coupler says, yeah, but we will only know how influential Melanie's music is in time. And that's true. That's what we're saying.
That's true.
That's what we're saying.
True. That's very true.
That's what we're saying. Like,
true.
Yeah, I've got some stuff to say about her music once we start getting into her music.
We're about to get into it. I'm about to do the next fair foul right now. Okay, I love the level of participation we got on that one. Now, these next two, I'm letting you guys know ahead of time, these two are going to be heavier. And if you don't know anything about Melanie Martinez, you're going to learn some shit.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're going to learn today.
You're gonna learn today, goddammit. So this next article comes from. Hold on, let me get the fucking link because I want to get it right. Let's see, X this out. I got all these tabs open right now. I apologize. Like I said, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and click the like button. Go ahead and consensually massage that button so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
The next article comes from AffinityMagazine.com.
Okay.
AffinityMagazine.us, actually. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Here we go. All right. It says Melanie Martinez stops sexualizing children.
What? Okay.
That's written by Mary Richardson. It says her songs have titles like Teddy Bear, Sippy Cup, Training Wheels, and many others that might strike a memory of your childhood. Melanie Martinez sings from a dark child's perspective, naive and innocent in a violent and perverted world. Although this may be the reality of our society, is she worsening the issue? Is her art form and the message of her music contributing to the fetishization of children and the acceptance of pedophilia? And then it puts in parentheses in semicolons, rape culture. And then she goes on to analyze. First she dissects what pedophilia means and what it means, to be a pedophilia, sexual feelings, and all that stuff. Then she starts talking about National Sex Offender website and the amount of people and the amount of kids in the United States that get molested and sexual abuse and all that stuff, and then teens that get raped and stuff like that. It's a whole lot of statistics, right? And I'm gonna skip down to the end of the article. And she says, though freedom of expression is important, we need to be aware of the consequences of our actions. Melanie Martinez is someone with high visibility, therefore her actions are going to impact the beliefs of many. She is also a consenting adult, so her behavior has a different meaning, but the same implications as a teenager or child. When she presents a pacifier, a sippy cup, or a baby doll in a sexualized manner, she is encouraging the association of those objects with consensual sexual activity. Monty.
Yeah.
For everybody in the chat, Monty. And I know some of you guys know who Melanie Martinez is. Some of you guys don't. Is it fair or foul to say that she is sexualizing childish things and it is thus her putting this shit in her music and her videos is thus harmful to American society?
Well, why don't we play the clips from K through 12?
Okay.
Before we discuss that.
Yeah.
So, here we go. We'll play some clips from K through 12 and then I will answer. How about that?
Yep.
Here we go.
Do you guys know there are actually 2 holes down there? You didn't know you had a butthole?
Feeling unsure of my naked body. Things we shared that I'll never forget. I don't know what you think this fucking is. Step 7.
I wanted to ask you. I would like you to go to the dance with me.
Of getting nailed in a really confined space.
Really?
There we go. And there we go. My mic cut out. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, so that's as much as we can show you guys. And if you want to see more, you can go, like I said, check out her Crybaby video, check out Pity Party, check out Ms. Potato Head. There's a lot of stuff. So the question is it fair or foul to say that Melanie Martinez is sexualizing children by contributing to the fetishization of children by talking about things that she talks about in her songs and her videos? What do you guys think? Monty, what do you think?
Now that I just queued up that clip, I'm going to go and say it is foul to say that about her.
Okay, you calling foul.
I'm calling foul. Calling foul. Like, I see examples of what they were probably talking about, but they're wrong. Like, I really do think they're wrong. Like, because anything, if that's something that this particular person is into, seeing it could fetishize it. So, no, foul. She's fine. Like, keep doing what you do, Melanie Martinez.
All right, let's go to the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Neverland Game says, "Don't say Timothy, please." that is hilarious and coming up next. Let's see. He says, Neverland Game says, people always try and say she does that shit, but that's ridiculous. I agree. Luna says, nah, she can name it. What the fuck? It's about context, by the way. I think you're absolutely right. Lord Jamarcus says, absolutely not. How is this even a question? I agree with you, Lord Jamarcus. Super Inhuman says, I can't even say fair foul, but I can see how she has encouraged the idea of being a little. Really? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's super interesting.
Yeah, right. I'd like to expound more with you on that, Superhuman. Lord Jamarcus also says she hasn't done anything wrong. The consequences of her actions are that people will recognize there's a fucking problem in society. That's money right there. Matter of fact, give Lord Jamarcus 5 plunger points for that.
Lord Jamarcus already earned plunger points for being in that beginning video. I don't know if you realize that was him in the opening video.
Oh no, I didn't. Wait, with the bird on the shoulder?
No, that was I don't know what it wants to be called.
I got you. Okay, I got you. I know what you're talking about. Oh, Lord Jamar, that was okay. Awesome. That's cool. He was the guy that was like, yeah, I don't know if I'd watch this again, but it was okay. Got you. Okay, yeah. Danny Listener says, foul. This lady seems to be reaching. Oh yeah, she's pulling them fucking Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. You know, Penultima says, in other news, Dungeons and Dragons causes devil worship and video games cause mass shootings. Exactly. Yep. Right? Like, the amount of specious reasoning here is like, I don't know if it's specious. That might not be the right. Like, the way they try to connect these arguments is insane to me. Yeah. How they try to, like, connect these dots that aren't fucking there. Luna also says she's not the first performer to do it, so let's see the clips, which we just watched. Neverland Games says super inhuman. She's not a little, even though there's nothing wrong with that, but that's foul. Using childhood aesthetics is not sexualization. Yeah. And I'd absolutely agree. Mike says foul. Penultimate. Does anybody remember Madonna's Like a Virgin? Exactly. Facts. Mr. Tight says foul. Art is supposed to make you think, good or bad. Sir Marvin Manister. Oh, I lost it. Damn it. Fucking, where'd it go? I'm sorry. I lost it in the chat. I'm trying to get back to. There we go. Sir Marvin Manister said foul. That is a stretch of the music. There you go. Destruction Inc. says foul. Baby play is a fetish. Pedophilia is a crime. Facts. Give him 5 plunger points for that.
Who said that?
Destruction Inc., baby.
Destruction Inc. All right.
Hell yeah.
I'm putting your points in right now so I don't get that 2-month backlog anymore.
There you go. Fat old guy calls foul. Vapion calls foul. It is just an aesthetic choice to stand out. Plus, Littles has been a fetish long before she showed up. That's true. Like, if you've never seen any Japanese porn, which I'm not admitting that I have, it's doesn't necessarily mean that there's people that's just into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see, Lord.
Lord Jamarcus, you're black enough.
Yeah.
You're
this is foul. She's making the point with dramatic effect that there are huge problems with systems like our schools and society. Skeptical Jesus calls foul. Lance Kasler calls foul. Mama Rose says foul. Angry Roach says foul. That lady has issues. Facts. Vlad Tape says she's in a place of power as in children do look up to her. So yes, kids are impressionable. So she seems to be exploiting her position. But then again, that could go against any celebrity. So foul. There you go. Yeah. Luna calls foul. Christopher Strasser says it's art. Skill says foul. Kilu says foul as fuck. Jimmy Jackson says, I don't know. Children learn from what they see. That's true. But they learn from what they see when their parents aren't there to curb that shit.
Yeah. You know what? I let Zoe, even if she was 3 years younger, she could listen to Melanie Martinez and watch Melanie Martinez all day long. Because you know what? I parent her. I watch the shit with her.
Yeah.
Like, I've watched some bullshit with her. And I will talk about it. I make sure to keep my opinion of, I will tell her flat out, I think this is trash. You can keep watching it. I don't see anything dangerous. This is garbage. I don't like it, but it's fine. If something's dangerous, like, for example, Zoe was a fan of Logan Paul around the time that the incident in the woods happened.
Yeah.
And the way I approached it was I told her, I'm not going to tell you to not watch the dude, but sit down and let's talk about suicide.
Yeah.
And what he did. It's your choice. You don't have to stop watching him. I want you to know what this means and why it upsets people. Continue on your way. That's how I parent. And that's what I did. And guess what? She doesn't watch Logan Paul anymore. That happened on its own.
Ken Ultima says, "Child, you have shit taste." Monty, 2019.
Yep. Oh, I've told her all the time, like, this is bullshit. What are you watching? I'll watch it with you. Let's sit down and watch this shit.
Look, and look, I'm on the same page with everybody here. When I first found this article for Fair File, I was just like, I don't know who Mary Richardson is, right? But this idea that, like, look, I used to be the general manager of a chain of porn stores in New Orleans, Louisiana. Let me tell you something about people and their fetishes. People like what they like, and nothing you show them, like it's not like you show somebody gay porn and then they become gay. It's like, oh, well, I saw a man's dick going in another man's ass, so I guess I'm gay now. I'm gonna go have some gay sex. That's not how it works. Like, the people that are into that shit aren't into it because they saw it one time and they was just like, ooh, I never thought to do that before. The people that are into that shit are just sick. There's something wrong in their brains. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But there's something that's just wrong. And it's not because of these visuals. These visuals have existed way before we got here, and they're going to exist way after we got here. So to just be like, oh yeah, Melanie Martinez is doing this. It's like, come on, man. Like, you could make the same argument about Madonna or Lady Gaga or a lot of other artists. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, fucking, you know, is Ariana Grande giving people unreasonable ponytail fetishes? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's a stupid-ass argument.
Yeah,
foul.
I agree.
Hannibal calls foul.
Yeah.
Whoever the chick is that wrote this article is foul as shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like it was one of those articles that somebody wrote because they were, look, man, I am obviously somebody who leans left politically. All right, I vote Democrat because it's the best available option that I have right now. But even though I don't necessarily agree with all the points, and I don't vote party over country. Okay, I'm gonna vote for what I feel like is the best representation of what the country needs. However, sometimes there's people on the left that are so anti everything that it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
there are people that are trying to move us to a world where we wear the Earth uniform and we all stand in arms length away from each other. I'm not for that.
Nah. I ain't with it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, stop reaching, bro.
Yeah.
Stop fucking reaching.
I want to wear my headband with crying women on it.
Yeah.
In honor of Melanie Martinez.
Yeah.
Am I fetishizing crying women by wearing this? Is that what's happening?
You know, I mean, I'm gonna say they were crying because they're happy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
See?
They're like, oh shit, I just won the Publishers Clearinghouse. I just got the big ass check with $10 million on it, and then they crying tears of joy. You trying to tell me women can't be happy now? Is that what you're trying to say? God damn it!
They're actually crying because they're having sewing issues. I bought this at a fabric store, so all the dialogue has to do with sewing. If you could read this,
yeah. Look, it's Superhuman says, I knew my kinks hella young. Like what I'm saying, the shit that you into, you realize it I learned when I was very young, I like titty fucking, okay? Yes. I was very young, and I was like, this is some shit I fuck with.
Yes. And Superhuman, you have been awesome in the chat. We want to see you in more shows. Keep coming back.
Yeah. The Friday show is going to be interesting, to say the least, so you definitely want to tune in. So, this next article... now, if you're a Melanie Martinez fan, as Superhuman is, and Neverland Games is, I know you guys.
Neverland Games, you keep coming back too. We like you.
Yeah. We look, even if we disagree, you know, this is a place where we like to talk and have open discussions. So, you know,
don't hang back if you think we're about to say something you don't agree with. Like, that's what the shit show's all about. Hang out and talk with us. Like, engage.
Yeah. Now, the last story, and this is the heaviest of the heavy. All right, so let's get to it. Melanie Martinez released a song in response to a sexual assault allegation against her.
Yeah.
All right. Now, in order to tell you guys this story, I got to go back a little bit. A couple years ago, and this I had to go to two different places to get the story. So the first story comes from popbuzz.com. The one I'm about to read now comes from nylon.com. These are sites I didn't know existed until today. So shout out to nylon.com.
Fair enough.
You know, I can't imagine me ever coming back, but you never know. You know, I just because it's not geared for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a 6'3", 250-pound black guy that wears a mask voluntarily. I don't know if they made the site for me. Anyway, a couple years ago, Melanie Martinez was accused of committing sexual assault by her former friend, Timothy Heller. Timothy Heller is a female. All right.
Okay.
I think that is important to know.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Well,
the name.
You hear Timothy, and it's like, oh, this dude says he got raped. This is like, that's not a thing that can happen, but you know.
Yeah.
But when you hear it's two girls, it's like, oh, okay, it's it's different. So Melanie Martinez was accused of sexual assault by former friend Timothy Heller. Heller initially came forward via social media to allege that she was assaulted by her best friend, who she later revealed to be Melanie Martinez.
Yeah.
She described 2 nights in which she repeatedly said no to sexual advances from Melanie Martinez, and Timothy Heller wrote that Martinez had used their friendship to take advantage of her during a deeply difficult time. And I quote, I'm going to read what she said.
Okay.
Timothy Heller said, "It doesn't matter that I didn't resist during the action. I had been broken down," is what she wrote, alleging that Melanie Martinez used a sex toy and performed oral sex on her without her consent. She said, and I quote, "She knew I didn't want to. I made that clear." Heller said that she had held on to the secret for a long time, and she has tried to convince herself that it wasn't a big deal and that she wasn't hurt by it. And to quote her, "I thought of accepting that my best friend raped me seems insane." She said, "The thought of accepting that my best friend raped me seems insane. But I began to get responses that I wasn't expecting, concerned ones. It's hard to say someone loved you, raped you, someone you still love." Melanie Martinez eventually issued her own statement in response, saying that she was horrified and saddened by Heller's allegations. And what she said was, and I quote, what she and I shared was a close friendship for a period of time. We came into each other's lives as we were both starting our careers as artists, and we tried to help each other. We both had pain in dealing with our individual demons and the new paths we were forging. But I truly felt like we were trying to lift each other up, Melanie Martinez wrote before saying that Heller never said no to what we chose to do together. And she says, "I understand how hard it could be to see." She also said, Melanie Martinez says, "I understand how hard it could be to see my side of the story, considering no one with a heart would want to invalidate anyone speaking up about this topic." She says she wants to thank her fans who took the time to research the timeline, analyzing past Instagram posts and photos, and question the story being told, which revealed Timothy Heller's false statements. Martinez continued, "Please know that my intentions with everything I do in my life are always pure, and I would never be intimate with someone without their absolute consent."
Okay.
Now, Melanie Martinez released a song about the allegation. The song is called Piggyback, right? And the song is on SoundCloud. And in the song, she says, the chorus goes like this. She says, "I'm so done playing piggyback. Swear to God, I wish y'all all the best. You're lying your way to try and gain a piece of me when you could never come close because you know my destiny. I worked hard for my shit, put my love in this shit. Now you're trying to kill my name for some fame. What is this? I tried to help you do your shit, encourage you to work on it. You was my good friend, and you used that to your advantage." My question to everybody in the chat, is it fair or foul that Melanie Martinez made this response song to the sexual allegation?
Like I'm hearing it.
And I want to say allegations. Like, I cannot say allegations enough. Allegations. And her friend responded by posting this on social media.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, I want to tell you about this time I got raped. I'm not going to tell y'all who. I was Melanie Martinez."
Yeah.
That's what she
Oh
did.
yeah, I saw the tweets. I saw all of this shit. And like I'm not going to go into what I think about it too much here, but I got thoughts. I got thoughts on this whole situation.
Yeah. So the question is it
Timothy,
fair or foul?
Timothy?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you.
Yeah, you definitely know that fucking do with that shit. Could we get Timothy Heller on the show? Let's see. Let's see what happens. So,
I got some questions for you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So here's the question. So Monty, what do you think? Fair or foul? Is it fair or foul that Melanie made the song?
That she made the song.
Mm-hmm.
When initially I was gonna say foul, but I'm gonna lean to fair that she made the song. When I hear what it is, and when I look at how she moves with her music and the theme she picks up, I want to say fair because it's art. And art's about expressing yourself. So I would do the same thing. If I were going through some shit like this as a visual artist, I would do a visual piece about the motherfucker trying to fuck me over.
Yeah. I should also point out that Melanie Martinez, when she put out the response song, Piggyback, she put the song out for free on SoundCloud. So Melanie Martinez has made no money off of this song.
Shit. All right.
You know, and she's got millions of fans. She's literally got millions of fans. So she could have made money on this, and she didn't. She just made the song, and she put it out and just gave it away for free.
All right, and I still haven't listened to this. I was supposed to listen to that song.
Oh, you still haven't heard the song? Okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard the song. So today's been a mess of show prep. That is the thing I forgot. I was like, what did I forget to do? Listen to that song. So.
Mike says he's watching and playing video games, so he's only going to type when he dies.
There you go.
Yeah. So the question is it fair or foul that Melanie Martinez made this song? So here we go. Luna says, okay, releasing a song when you have a case against you is kind of weird, and I thought unadvised to do, but other artists have done so. That's true.
R. Kelly.
Let's see.
He did a 20-minute song.
Yeah, he did a 20-minute song saying that he didn't do anything. Yeah. Right. Which is, definitely doesn't scream innocence, Robert. Let's see. Neverland Game says there's a 2-hour video here on YouTube by Piper Sweeney about the Timothy and Melanie situation. It's extremely thorough and can clear any doubts. And I'm glad you brought that up, Neverland Games, because I saw that when I was looking for material today. I came across that, and the reason I didn't watch it was because it was so long. And I told Monty about it. I was like, yeah, there's a long ass video on YouTube that talks about that shit.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? She also, Neverland Games said Luna was never a case. She just tweeted it, and the track was made because of the allegation.
We'll read that at the end of Fair or Foul.
But it wasn't just about Timothy. It was about people taking advantage of her in general. Super Inhuman says Timothy put out a song the same day. hit her with that Drake back to back.
Did she really?
No, she didn't.
Oh,
I'm positive he's joking. I'm
1,000%
positive. And it was funny, and you're getting plunger points for that, right? Plunger points down for Superhuman. Yeah.
I'm not writing them down. I'm putting them in. How many?
I got you. Okay. Mike says foul. Sounds like Melanie was just trying to make a move on her, but now that Melanie is getting famous, her friend is trying to get some of that fame/money. I'm presuming you're saying the allegation is foul, not that it was foul to make the song. Jimmy Jackson says fair. Oh, damn, I did it again. Fuck. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I keep scanning too fast through the chat because you guys are so awesome. I got to try to keep up. All right, here we go. Jimmy Jackson said it's fair that she did the song. Skeptical Jesus says fair. She did the song. Childish but fair. Super Inhuman says fair as fuck. Fat Old Guy says fair. Penultima says, man, rap beefs have gotten weird lately.
Look, you know what? Penultima.
Give him
plunger
points. Give him plunger points. That's funny, guys. Like, Luna says allegations fair, but yeah, just like Skeptical Jesus says, childish in my opinion. Danny Lisner says fair. She laid down the goddamn law. Sir Marvin Manister says I don't give a shit. We'll get to that segment in a second. Give him plunger points. Angry Roach says fair. Let's see. Mike says fair. Sounds like Melanie was just trying to make. Oh, I got you. Yeah, he was calling fair. Okay, that's what I thought. Right. Destruction Inc. says fair. Artists draw from their life. Mama Ru says fair. Taylor Swift does it all the time. Give her like 10 plunger points for that.
Who was that?
Mama Ru.
Mama Ru. All right.
Yeah, Ru. I'm sorry, I said Ru. Because there's supposed to be an E in it for it to be Ru. That's why I said Ru.
Is there an E in Ru? No.
Oh no, it's an E in if it's an E, then it's Ro. Without the E, it's Ru.
Yeah.
So you're right.
R-O-U-X. That's how you spell it in New Orleans. Hannibal, get back to New Orleans. What are you doing?
You're right. I did that shit. Lance Kasler says fair as a motherfucker. Also, shout out to the chat allowing them to say motherfucker, because sometimes it blocks that shit out. Vapion says fair. She can make it, but she's young and hasn't watched this podcast on her white or her white ass would know not to say shit and let your lawyer handle it. That's facts. Like, you know, she probably should have just said nothing. But at the end of the day, the chick just said it on Twitter and didn't actually go forward with police charges. Then, you know, that's what that is. You know, Skeptical Jesus says people are allowed to clap back. That's facts. Give him plunger points for that. Give Skeptical Jesus plunger points.
Skeptical Jesus. All right.
Yeah. Like in the words of the great poet and philosopher, one Mr. Bernie Mac. If you're old enough to talk back, you're old enough to get hit in the throat of the stomach.
Facts.
Kanye Strong. So there you go. Let's see. Neverland Games says fair to make one song. To make the song, because like I said, it wasn't just about tomorrow. Timothy, I got you. I caught you, Neverland. I saw the second one. Kilo says fair. Art is an expression of emotions, and rape allegations are seriously mentally damaging. That's facts. Mike says funny how this type of shit doesn't come out until someone gets famous or rich, and and I'm glad you said that because because I want to, let me read everybody else's real fast so I can say what I gotta say. Mr. Tight says foul just because the song sucked. If it was good, he would say fair. It's messed up. So
damn.
He's shitting on the quality of the song, not based on the reason for the song. All right, that's what it is. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Let's see. He said, Neverland Game says that's blasphemy, Mr. Tight. I love how active you are, Neverland Games. Neverland Games and you know
what? I'm giving Neverland Games plunger points.
Yeah, I love how active y'all are. Dragon in the West says fair. Mama Ru says Hannibal, are you even Southern if you can't pronounce Rue? You know what? I've been living in hot Atlanta too long. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. I've been away from the city too long. Yeah, and Dragon in the West says fair. It's a nonviolent form of retaliation. Yeah. And look, I'm absolutely 1,000% calling fair on this, all right? Melanie Martinez is an artist. She's allowed to express that art in any way she sees fit. You know what I'm saying? Even if she wrote a song that was like, I hate niggas, I hope all y'all die. She has the right to make that song. It'd be a shit song, but she has the right to make that shit.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, Melanie Martinez being the artist that she doesn't make those type of records. Like, everything that she stands for goes in the opposite direction of that. So this allegation is interesting, to say the least. Yeah, I think it's very fair that she made this song. Lots of people go through personal shit and then they make songs about it. And some of those songs are some of the best fucking songs. You know, like when people are going through like a hard time and then they make a song about it. Like, some of my favorite Eminem songs is when he's going through the pain of his relationship with his fucking baby mama. What else? You know, one of my favorite, one of the best Michael Jackson songs of all time. Bitch was like, "Oh, I'm pregnant. It's your baby," and he was like, "Billie Jean ain't my lover. That kid ain't my son." Okay, like these are like you people draw from their inspiration all the time, and you know that there's nothing fair about, nothing foul about that. Also, you know, there's a lot of people I saw online that were talking about, you know, Melanie Martinez fans attacking Timothy Heller, and they'd be like, you know, how they're talking about like the culture of blaming the victim. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you're the victim, and we're making you feel bad for coming forward with your allegations. So here's my pet peeve, and this could be a whole What's Eating Hannibal. We ain't got time for that because we're gonna talk more about Melanie Martinez. When we say, oh, it's victim blaming culture, we have yet to establish that you are a victim.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when we say that, it's like it automatically means that the thing that you claim happened has actually happened. You know what I'm saying? So now the person that was accused is guilty and now has to prove that he or she is innocent. Let me tell you guys a story. And I'm gonna say this shit real fucking fast and keep it moving. When I was in high school, there was this girl, this hot girl. Matter of fact, we're gonna just call her Hot Girl. There was this hot girl named Hot Girl. And Hot Girl was out here trying to fuck everybody, right? And everybody I knew was curbing her. Nobody was trying to get the pussy. Everybody was like, you know what? I'm good. I don't want it. Because it's like you offering it too freely and too openly. Something must be wrong with it, right?
Yeah.
Well, Hot Girl was in one of these college preparatory programs where she would do a couple classes at a college, right? And she was going to this college, and she was 16, 17 years old, and she was going to college, and then she ended up meeting this guy that was 18 years old, right? They end up having sex, and she ends up getting pregnant. Her parents are super duper 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 strict. Like even when we were in high school, when guys would try to call her, if you called her house, and her parents was in the vicinity, she would hurry up and hang the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because you know her parents were strict; they were super strict.
Yeah.
So she gets pregnant, right? And it gets to a point where she can't, you know, hide that she's pregnant from her parents, and her parents is like, "Well, what happened?" And Hot Girl looked at her parents and was like, "Oh, yeah, he raped me." And that dude went to jail for like 10 years.
Wow.
And that's it. And that dude just went to jail. Now, this is a girl I know. I know her personally. I've had the conversations with her. This girl did not get raped. She was terrified of what her parents would do to her if they found out. So she lied. And this dude went to jail for 10 years. This is a real story with somebody that I know, and we've heard these stories before. There's a story not too long ago of like this girl that lied and said that this football player in college had raped her, and then this dude went to jail for like 5 years. And after he was in for like 5 years, she came forward and was like, "Oh, I made that shit up. He didn't rape me." You know what I'm saying? And even though the DA of this town knows that the guy's innocent, they have her confession, they're still keeping that dude in jail to finish out his term. You know what I'm saying? So these allegations are very dangerous, and we can't automatically presume that the victim is innocent, and at the same time, we can't bash them. At the end of the day, we don't have the details. We don't know. So our job as society is to keep our fucking noses out of this shit and let the legal process play out the way it's supposed to play out. What we're not going to do is automatically pick sides, especially if our gender is getting attacked. You know, like
or gender or whatever. Like I'm not even with that. Like I'm just not gonna pick a side until I know, until I absolutely know, and that's what we keep doing. We keep saying throw that motherfucker in the trash because this person said that. I'm not for that. I'm not. I will never be for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not equipped to figure out who did what from this end of this, that, or that screen. I got 3 screens in front of me. I'm still not equipped to figure out who did what. I'm not out there investigating. I don't fucking know. None of us know.
Right.
From the side of any screen. So let's not try and solve the crime and decide who's the bad guy based on who we like or don't like.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes the people we like will do some shit we don't like. That's facts. That's going to happen. And when that happens, you go, oh, shit, they did that. Then you decide what you do, how you feel, how you move forward with that person from there. But we don't all have to do what you decide also.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and it's like, in order for society to move forward, in order for progress to happen, we can't be those people that make, what's that shit that Charlemagne always says on the Breakfast Club? Don't make permanent decisions. Go ahead.
Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings. Uncle Charlotte, bridge you some wisdom.
Yep. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So if he was on the show, I would give Charlemagne some plunger points for that wisdom, but it's all good. So that concludes Fair or Foul. I'm glad everybody was able to participate. I know it got a little heavy there, but we're gonna lighten the show up in just a little bit.
Look.
So that,
wait, hang on. Why don't we lighten it up a lot right now? And what is it? We got 50 watching. You know what? I think now's a good time. You want to make it rain, Hannibal?
Yeah, make it rain.
Yeah. Like, look, you know what? All of you motherfuckers watching right now just got 50 fucking plunger points. I just added the shit. So, get ready for that shit.
Everybody watching right now.
There you go.
Oh, that is fucking hilarious. That is hilarious. That is amazing. Dragon in the West donated $5. He says, I hate this recent trend of posting accusations on social media. I always wonder why confessing on social media is easier than a confidential interview with peace officers. It feels very boy who cried wolf. And you know what? It absolutely does feel that way. It does seem, it seems very questionable when somebody's like, oh yeah, so a couple years ago, this thing happened to me, and I'm going to post on social media, but I'm not going to tell you who. I'm going to tell you who because that person's famous. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's very questionable. And again, I don't know people's reasons and motivations. I don't know what happened, so I always reserve my judgment to stand back. And look, I've known women who are victims of rape. I know I have more than a few women, and I hate to say this, I'm friends with way too many women that have been victims of rape. However, I also know a whole lot of women that have claimed rape on dudes that did not call them back after a one-night stand. That nigga not gonna call me back? I'm calling the police.
Yeah.
And I know both sets of women. Now, I definitely know more, unfortunately, I know more victims than I know people that cried wolf. And in those situations, there was, I got so many fucking stories I could tell y'all about some of this foolishness. So it's just, it's dangerous. Making accusations against people that aren't true is a very, 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 very dangerous thing. And if stuff happens to you, please look, if you don't take anything from Hannibal and Monty shit show, if something happens to you, tell somebody. Tell somebody. Like, go to the doctor, go to the police, go to a family member, tell somebody what happened. Okay?
Yeah.
Tell somebody what happened. Because if you keep it to yourself, it can happen to somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's just, and I know it's not that easy. I know I'm a man, and my perspective on this is going to be very limited, and there's lots of other factors that need to be taken into account. Obviously, protect yourself as best you can. Look, listen, if y'all want some martial arts training, I'll teach you how to break a motherfucker's nose in 3 places, all right? I help you out, okay?
Truth.
Look, if somebody do you something, call Hannibal. I'll fuck them up for you for free. You ain't gotta pay me nothing. All you gotta do is tell me where they live at. I got you. Don't even worry about it.
See?
I just switch into a different mask and fuck them up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just the type of support that you get from being a member of Team Hannibal. You know what I'm saying? Not only
I thought we weren't doing teams. What are you doing?
We're not doing teams. We're not doing Team Hannibal or Team Monty. But when we were doing teams, I did make sure that at least one wish would come true, and I would beat up one person for you.
Is that how it works?
No questions.
All right.
No questions asked.
All right, I see how it works. We're not doing teams though, so ignore all that.
That's right.
So like I don't give a shit about that. Like, do you have some other stuff that we may or may not care about, Hannibal?
Oh yeah, I got some shit. I got some shit we don't care about.
Here
That's
we go.
Right. Let's
all
run it.
Melanie Martinez related, I hope. We'll see.
Great segue, Monty.
Yes. And you see, I clicked on the wrong thing. I thought I was getting to the intro. Look at me fucking up. The show's still running smooth. I just clicked the wrong thing because you know what? Zoe left, and it fucked my shit up. So here we go.
Wait, you want? Okay, go ahead. Run it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm almost there. Wait. R&D, QR. No, where's shit we don't care about? See Zoe left. I'm not ready.
Zoe is the glue that keeps the show together. Shout out to Zoe because Zoe is amazing. Oh wait, hold up. Vlad says I'm right here in Powder Springs, so you're right next door to me. Oh shit, yeah, you in Powder Springs? Bro, we can link up. The fuck, man, hit me up on Discord. Shit, let's hang out, man.
See, there you go, and send pictures. Here we go. Now let's do it. Here's some shit we don't care about.
All right, run it.
Desperate attempt to fill 24 hours of programming. Here's some bullshit that happened. We've got some footage here of the bullshit, which began just after 3 o'clock this afternoon.
That's bullshit.
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit. You know what? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
That's bullshit, Gary! Nerd!
Okay, music stops.
Send the beat, fucking with you.
Yep.
Little stupid ass, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a.
I don't give a fuck.
Yes, shit we don't care about. So, the super short version for everybody that's watching the show for the very first time, and I apologize to the people that's watching us on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook right now because we are not paying attention to you guys at all. We are only on YouTube right now. I apologize for that. So come watch us on YouTube so that way we can go ahead and entertain you guys. Jump in the chat. Let us know you're there. If you haven't already, click the like button. Go ahead and click the like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you can, go ahead and bless us with a couple dollars. You know, hit us with a super chat. Hit us with a nickel chat, a Streamlabs donation. Join our Patreon. All the links is below so you can participate. So the way shit we don't care about works is a lot like Fair Foul, except it's a whole lot faster. Every day I do a deep dive on the news. I'll come across these stories, and I wonder to myself, who gives a shit? So I found 5 stories about Melanie Martinez, and I want you to let me know if you give a shit or you don't give a shit. If you give a shit, I will continue reading the article. If you don't give a shit, I'll keep on going to the next one. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. Everybody in the chat, if you give a shit, I will. If enough of y'all give a shit, I will read the story. If y'all don't give a shit, I'm going to keep it moving. All right?
Hell
so you
yeah.
guys let me know.
All
the
right.
first story comes from usmagazine.com. Melanie Martinez doesn't own jeans and is afraid of the dark.
I don't care.
You don't care that Melanie Martinez doesn't own jeans?
No, I do not care. No. Do y'all care?
I don't know. There's a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
So
we'll catch up. Yeah,
right.
I really don't give a shit about this story. I don't care about her jean situation.
Well, her lack of jean situation, because she don't wear them, apparently.
Look, Penultima just, and we were going to read this after, but Penultima just sent a nickel chat that says, don't care. And it's about to hit soon. See, there you go.
and he paid us in that Norwegian money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
See?
Which is nicer than American money because it doesn't have any, like, slave shit attached to it.
Yep.
All right. The next story comes from starsandscars.com.
Uh-oh.
This is a real site that exists. Melanie Martinez, why we love her style.
No. No, I don't care.
You don't care why people love her style?
No, I don't give a shit why they love her style.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
You like what you like. Just say you like it. Keep moving.
Okay. The next story is that comes from stealherstyle.com. Melanie Martinez is. You gotta at least let me read it.
All
first.
right, go ahead and read it.
You gotta at least let me read the story, man. All right,
Okay.
Can I read it? So.
Okay. Go.
As soon as I read the website, he was just like, "No, I don't care." Stealherstyle.net. I'm sorry, stealherstyle.net.
I don't care. Oh,
says,
sorry. Keep going. Sorry.
Melanie Martinez's 35 tattoos and their meanings.
No. Keep going. I don't want to know.
No, you don't care about the meanings of her tattoos?
No.
I hear she's got a rabbit with a knife on her somewhere.
No. See, that's the type of shit I would like to hear from a person in person. Like.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
The next story comes from the next headline comes from popbuzz.com.
I don't care. Oh, sorry.
Monty.
Go.
Monty.
All right, go ahead.
First off, we have guests here, okay?
Okay,
and
you're right.
You got to give
Look,
give them a
Neverland
chance.
Games cares about the story behind the tattoos. Neverland Games will send you that link.
There you go. Let's see. All right, the next story comes from popbuzz.com. It says Melanie Martinez's new lipstick shade will make you cry like a baby.
No. I don't care. I've got something similar though coming up though.
And that's it. That was the last shit we don't care about. So now that we've done all the Melanie Martinez stories that you don't give a shit about, maybe you have a story that we should care about.
I've got a few stories you should care about. So
all right,
let's check this out.
FlyingZombies.com, Blog Talk Radio, and Team MFN proudly present Hannibal and Monty's Action News with L. Damon on sports, Keith, the man on the street, meteorologist scientist Mel on weather, and Hannibal and Monty's Action News anchors, Hannibal and Monty. And now, here's lead anchor Monty with Monty's important shit.
There we go. All right.
Why did it cut off like that?
Oh, that was my fault. I ran into I was like, oh shit, I'm not finding the links I want fast enough. Oh fuck. And then I finally caught it and clicked it really fast because I thought I was running out of time.
Lance Casler says, I've never cared so much.
Yeah, that abrupt cutoff was totally my fault.
Yeah, Monty was not with the shits today. All right, let's see what you got, Monty. Let's do it.
Yeah, so we'll wait. I need to queue up something for this because I prepared graphics to go with this shit today. How about that shit?
All right, let's see.
So y'all ready for this?
I see the white people dancing in the background though. So
yeah, you see the white people? It's all white people and a Hispanic person overlaid. You know.
I see it. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
There's the Melanie Martinez back there with the village people dancing in the foreground. Okay, it's not the village people. It's like the mamas and the papas maybe.
Yeah. So we're just we're chilling. They're all dancing. They're all having a good time.
Oh yeah, and if you guys want to check your plunger points, all you got to do is exclamation and type in the word points.
Yes.
And click enter, and it'll tell you how many plunger points you have.
Yep. So, and those of you that are new, don't worry, stick around. Plunger points get reset after the Golden Turret Awards, which happen in January. So, get ready for that shit. That's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
So yeah. But the first story in important shit, and look, let me explain how important shit works. And that's why I rushed, and I just realized it. Hang on. I'm going to fix it really, really, really quick.
Well, Monty is fixing it really, really quickly. Like I said, everybody that's watching the show, you know, if you haven't already clicked the like button, go ahead and like it. If you haven't clicked the subscribe, you should subscribe to our channel because our channel's fucking awesome. You know, we talk about all kinds of shit, and this is basically how our show runs. We'll talk about, you know, we have different segments, and it's just a cool fucking show. And we got a cool-ass crowd of people that watch our show on a regular basis. So it's going to be, it's pretty awesome. Like I said, the Friday episode is going to be the Friday the 13th episode. All things Friday the 13th related. Next Wednesday, we're going to do the animated Superman episode as we add to the greatest comic book movie list of all time. If you're interested in joining in on that chat, reach out to us on Discord. We'll see what we can do to help make that happen. The shitheads with the most, the shithead of the month with the most plunger points of the month will get free merch from our merch store. I'm just trying to keep talking until Monty's ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, there we go.
I was letting you go. You were doing a good job. I was letting you roll. So, just so y'all know how important shit works. Streamlabs should be giving you the command in a bit, but the way important shit works is I've got, let's see, how many stories do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 stories. Okay. One of them is fake. One of them I just made up. The other 3 are real stories. You get to pick which one is the fake story. You only get 1 vote. So be careful when you use this command. It is ! Fake news. And then in quotation marks, put which story you think is fake. So,
all right. What's the command one more time? !
Fake news.
Okay.
And Streambot just said it, or it said it 30 seconds ago.
Gotcha.
So pay attention. You only get 1 vote. And how many plunger points are we giving for everyone that gets it right?
All right, I'm about to tell you right now. If you guess correctly, Monty's important shit, you get 7 points.
All right, 7 plunger points for everybody that gets it right.
Yeah, so Monty, he's gonna read us 4. You're reading us 4 stories, 4 Melanie Martinez stories. 3 of them are real, 1 of them is fake, and we have to guess which one is the fake one.
Yeah. Well, I've decided that I will no longer read stories. I will just read the notes that I have, which are very loose and disjointed, so that the fake story doesn't seem more fake. It's just me kind of going off the top of my head based on bullet points I gave myself early this morning. That's what's been working for important shit. So, here we go. And the first story I'm going to go with is, I don't know if any of you guys noticed, we've seen a lot of Melanie Martinez throughout this entire show, but her look is based on a Disney villain. And that Disney villain would be, if you look in the screen right now, Cruella de Vil. Like, check that shit out. That's who Melanie Martinez based her look on. So, I don't know if you see it. See?
So Monty clearly made this a picture himself, and this is the fakes. I'm gonna guess this is the fake one. This one sounds completely made up, and the fact that you made the first story, the fake story, is very lazy of you, sir.
That's got the ring of truth. Look at that. It's got the ring of truth, though.
Just because it's black and white doesn't mean that it's real. Obviously, if she was gonna try to look like a Disney villain, she would pick Maleficent, not fucking Cruella de Vil.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? She would have been negative 57 years old when the 101 Dalmatians came out.
All right.
This movie came out in like 1965. That bitch was born in like 1998.
All right. Well, we'll see. All right.
I think this is I want to see the other stories.
All right.
But this one sounds like a lie. This sounds like bullshit.
All right. Hannibal thinks it's fake. I will pull that picture down, get my white people dancing back up. Dance, white people, dance. So, the other story is, and I don't have all the details written here, but following, like right before Crybaby came out, following her loss on or her being eliminated. I don't want to downplay it because like shit got a little heavy. Following not American Idol. It was The Voice. See, I should have written that down. I've been saying The Voice all day. I thought I'd remember it. But following The Voice, before, like, leading up to her recording Crybaby, Melanie Martinez, huge Tim Burton fan, tried working with some prosthetics to film a few things relating to an Edward Scissorhands type thing, and ended up being rushed to the hospital from lacerations all over her arms from the scissors she used in random performances. I don't know exactly what she was trying to do with them, and the details aren't in the story I read, but yeah, she was rushed to the hospital while working on the Crybaby album, inspired by Edward Scissorhands from Tim Burton, which is a major influence for her. So story number 2.
Okay, so Tim Burton is definitely an influence on her. That is a fact. I have Googled that. That is true. So the story is after The Voice.
Yeah.
She was doing some she was doing some Edward Scissorhands related thing, ended up cutting herself and ended up going to the hospital. That has the ring of truth to it, which lets me know that is a lie.
I mean,
but then the first story also seems like a lie. So fuck you for that. All right. What's the next story, Monty?
All right, next story is this comes from October 2015. I think this is a little bit after Crybaby came out. Melanie Martinez released her own line of perfume called Crybaby Perfume Milk. Came in a baby bottle shaped container, and it was white but sprayed clear.
Lies.
When you sprayed it.
Lies. Lies. Okay, you lies. I don't believe it. So she got a perfume in a baby bottle that she sprays on herself.
Yes.
Lies.
And it's called Crybaby Perfume Milk. See?
Lies. Y'all gonna just let him lie to us like this, okay? Okay, so now I'm not sure. Okay. All right, what's the last one, Monty?
The last one is following the release of K-12. Melanie Martinez says that she has already written and basically scripted 2 sequels to this movie. So there you go.
All right. So the 4 stories are the first one is that she models her look after Cruella de Vil.
Yes.
The second story is that she, after losing on The Voice, she was doing a Tim Burton related thing as Edward Scissorhands cut herself, had to be rushed to the hospital.
Yes.
The third story is that she has a perfume called Crybaby Milk or something that gets served in a baby bottle.
Yes.
And then the fourth story is she already has 2 more sequels for K-12 already ready to go.
Yes. So throw your votes in for which one is fake news.
Shit. Okay.
And we're going to let those roll through while I make sure I have the next thing queued up.
Okay, let's see. What is the fake story? What is the fake story?
Which one are you leaning towards, Hannibal? I'm curious. And keep in mind, I don't discuss these with Hannibal beforehand. I just roll with it.
I would think, like, initially, Cruella de Vil sounds fake because I'm like, Melanie Martinez is too young to know. Like, I'm not saying that young kids don't know who Cruella de Vil is and haven't watched 101 Dalmatians, because I think they made a live action one with Glenn Close, right?
Yeah.
But
they
even
did.
that would have. See, I thought that was fake, but now it has the ring of truth to it. And there's one story in there I know is true because I read that earlier. So the other 3, I'm kind of, damn, they all sound like they could be fake. Fuck. I'm going to say Shit. Okay. Is it the baby bottle or is it Cruella DeVille? The baby bottle, Cruella DeVille. The baby bottle. So Neverland Games believes that the baby bottle is true. She says she knows it to be true, and I'm gonna trust that as a fan she knows. And I'm gonna guess Cruella DeVille. That's what my gut tells me. My gut says the Cruella DeVille story. I don't believe that she modeled her look after Cruella DeVille.
All right.
That's the one I'm rolling with.
Well, I think at this point, all the votes are in. You are wrong. It is the cutting herself as Edward Scissorhands. She did not do that. So, story number 2. How many people got that?
Shit. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, let's see. How many people called number 2? A lot of people. Well, is it a lot of people? Well, we got a lot of people watching right now. We got a decent amount. Let's see. DJ Mixed Milk. I'm gonna write everybody down.
Yeah, write these down for me and send them to me.
Gotcha. I'm writing
we'll
them
give
down
you.
now.
You'll have your plunger points on the next show.
Let's see. DJ Mixed Milk. Got it right. And let's see who else. All right, I forget I have a touchscreen computer sometimes. Mike got it right. Shout out to Mike, because I think Mike has, ever since we've started doing Monty's Important Shit this way, I think he is batting 1,000. So basically, whatever Mike guesses, y'all should all just copy off of his test paper. All right?
Yeah, Mike always gets it right.
Yeah. Destruction Inc. got it right. Destruction.
And Neverland Games got it right, it looks like. She's celebrating, I see.
Yes, Penultima got it right.
All right.
Yeah, let's see who else. Skeptical Jesus got it right. Skeptical Jesus. I've known you too long, and I still can't tell when you're fucking lying to me.
All right. Thanks for the input, Skeptical Jesus. Too many unnecessary details. All right. I'm going to be lighter on the details with my favorites. Thank you.
Our newest viewer, Neverland Games.
Yes.
Called it as well.
Yes.
So I started to go with the perfume shit, and then when I saw her say I want it so bad, the perfume, I was like, oh shit. Well, the perfume sounds true. Yeah, so that's super weird though. The perfume in the baby bottle, man, that shit crazy.
Yeah, and it's white in the bottle and sprays clear.
That's kind of fire. That's kind of dope.
It is. It's badass, but sounded unbelievable. So I'm like,
Sheila,
you know what?
Sheila called that one. Jimmy Jackson called that one. Damn, man. Everybody else knew you was lying except me.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Superhuman didn't get it. He thought that the fake news was number one, was the first one, was the Cruella DeVille.
All right.
So wait, so she really modeled her look after Cruella DeVille.
There you go. See?
That's insane. Okay, displaced. Hold on. We're going to move on as soon as I write all y'all down so y'all can get y'all appropriate points.
Oh, that's all right.
Points 2.
That's all right. I'm gonna pull up the Cruella picture again.
Displaced Port 02. I've never seen you in the chat, so welcome to the show, Displaced Port 02.
And listen, y'all in the chat, you new people, show up Friday. Be in the chat. You can earn your title of shithead. If we see you twice in the same week, you join the ranks of these awesome people. Like, we got good people here. Y'all are all welcome. I enjoy y'all in the chat. Y'all are fun. Stick around. We talk about all kinds of other stuff.
Let's see. Hold up. Who did I lose? See, I got Juma P. Juma was last. All right, let's see. Right.
There we go. I'll pull that up so that we can all see
one. That. Emily the neighbor. She got it right. A lot of people got this one right. How did I get it so wrong if everybody else got it right?
Yeah, I think who said that? I gave too many details. It's my fault. It's all on me. Put it on me.
All right, Monty. I'm sending you a text now, so you got it.
Awesome. I got it.
I'm sending a text to you and Zoe. It says Monty and Zoe, our lovely producer. That's how I have it saved in my phone.
All right. That'll work.
There we go. All right. So you guys got it. All right. Well, congratulations to everybody got it right. You guys are all getting 7 plunger points. It won't be right now because it's going to take Monty a while to put all the plunger points in for everybody.
Well, I'll put those in tomorrow. Those will be easy. So,
but yeah, so DJ Mix Milk, Mike, Destruction Inc., Penultimate, Skeptical Jesus, Neverland Games. I actually sent Netherland Games, so make sure you fix that. But Neverland Games, Angry Roach, Skill, Jimmy Jackson, Displaced Port O2, Juma P, and Emily all got it right. Also, Skill, type in your plunger points. I want to see how many you got. I'm curious.
There we go.
Yeah. So congratulations to everybody that knew Monty was lying, but me. Listen, I thought that because the Cruella de Vil, it seems like it's beyond her age range, All
right.
So I wasn't prepared for that to be right. All right, let's do it, Monty. Let's talk about the Crybaby album and K through motherfucking 12.
Yeah. Well, we already talked about the Crybaby album, did we?
No, we did not talk about Crybaby.
Oh,
we
shit.
skipped over Crybaby.
All right. How do we do that? Okay. Well, I'm totally fucked up. All right, well, let's get into this. Let's talk about these albums.
Oh, and everybody, Fat Old Guy's got to go. He said let everybody good night. So everybody say good night to Fat Old Guy. You know what I'm saying? You're awesome, man.
Yes, good to see you.
Hope you have a good night, and we'll hope to see you again on Friday, my guy.
Yeah, I totally fucked up. Yeah, right after Fear or Foul, we were supposed to do Crybaby.
Yeah, so. I know. We were cooking, man. So real quick, Crybaby, just to give you guys a little bit of.
You wanna play some clips from it for the shitheads that don't know? I know we got a couple fans, but we'll give you some snippets from Crybaby so y'all know what is on the album. Here we go. Come on, play.
But I feel like I'm glued on tight to this carousel. They call you Crybaby, Crybaby. We dress them up. The syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
There you go.
Yeah. Crybaby is a visual concept album. The album is labeled as an alternative pop, electro pop, and indie pop release and received positive reviews from critics. In February 2017, the album was certified platinum after earning 1 million album equivalent units. And that sales that track streaming and sales. So let me do this for you guys real fast, just so you can have context, right? Okay. And I explained this to Monty earlier, so you guys can know. When they say 1 million album equivalent sales, they're basically quantifying streams. Now, when they quantify streams, okay, the way they measure streams is in order for streams to count as an album sale. Okay, and this is me breaking down the music industry. All right, it takes roughly 1,500 listens on an album for that album to count as one album sale.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys get the math on that?
Yeah.
1,500. So you can either listen to one song 1,500 times, or you can listen to all the songs on the project until the totality of your listening equals out to 1,500, right?
Yeah.
So basically, because Melanie Martinez has 13 songs on each of these projects, that would be a little over 130 listens of each song on each one of those projects. So just for context, if her album was an hour long, okay?
All right.
If you listen to that album on repeat, like if you just loaded that album up on your Tidal, your Spotify, your Apple Music, your Pandora, whatever your streaming platform is, Google Play Music, Amazon Music, whatever. If you put that album on repeat, and the album is an hour, the album would get listened to 24 times in 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
You would have to listen to that album nonstop on repeat for 60 days in order for that album to count as one sale.
Yeah.
So for her album to get a million equivalent sales, that means that album got streamed like 1 billion times.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, I just need you guys to understand, for this album to go platinum, how much people had to listen to it. And for that many people to listen to it, for her album to go platinum, and the vast majority of us had no idea who she was before this, is insane. It is insane to me that somebody could have the following that she has, and we discovered her totally by accident by doing a random pre-show.
Yeah.
The album is about a character named Cryberry, a fantasy version, Crybaby. I'm sorry, let me start that again. The album is about a character named Crybaby, a fantasy version of Melanie Martinez when she was a child and a representation of her vulnerable and messed up side. Martinez describes Crybaby as a child who experiences adult things. She claims that many of the things that have happened to Crybaby are similar to things that happened to her in her own life, except the part where Crybaby gets kidnapped and kills her kidnapper.
Yes.
Monty, what did you think? Right, so are we going to talk about the album first, or are we going to talk about the videos first?
Let's talk about the album first, because for me, this was after that pre-show number 1. If you haven't seen pre-show number 1, I'm about to make a playlist for patrons only, where you will see all of the pre-shows in that playlist, or just watch our clips. There's a clip on our channel. You can see us reacting to it, but you can see it unedited if you're a patron. But after watching that, it was actually top of trending that week. I think somebody picked number 1. K-12 trailer was the number 1 trending. I didn't understand why, because I didn't know who the fuck this person was or what K-12 was. I know that trailer looked badass, which we will talk about when we get to the next part. So I went to Hannibal. I was like, look, let's do a Melanie Martinez episode. A lot of the searches finding our channel are fans of Melanie Martinez, and I see it in the chat now. Look, all of y'all watching that are Melanie Martinez fans, say hey. Talk to us. I know there's some of you. There are more of you watching. I see you. I'm calling you out. Get your plunger points. If you haven't sent a chat yet, I will give you 100 plunger points if you put something in the comments right now.
Oh, if this is your first time watching the shit show.
Yeah, if this is your first time watching the shit show and you have never commented in the chat, give me a chat. I will give you 100 plunger points right now.
Yeah,
I got the
drop a poop emoji or a toilet emoji.
Yeah, anything. You don't have to say words, but let me know you're here. But let me get back to what I'm talking about. I'll be watching the chat while I talk. This album, the first time I heard it, I gave it a very strong meh. The more I listened to it, because I kept it in my rotation since then. 7 pre-shows ago, I started checking her out. So I've been listening to her mixed in with my normal music so that my bias comes out when it comes up. That's why I shuffle music the way I do. I listen to an album initially and form my opinion, and then I throw it into my mix. So I'm listening to stuff I like and stuff I'm testing out. So I don't really know who this next song is by. It starts playing, and I go, all right, what is this? And I kind of vibe to it with no context. Hearing her with no context changed what I thought about it. The meh changed to, I kind of like this. I want to know more. Then I realized it was Melanie Martinez I was saying I want to know more about more and more. I enjoyed this album. This album was a really great first outing as an artist. Hats off to you, Melanie Martinez. And see, I don't get long-winded on movies, but I'm long-winded here. I got to wrap it up. I will say standout tracks. My favorite track on this album is Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter is fucking phenomenal, which my bias comes into play with naming the episodes. All the best people are crazy.
Yeah.
And least favorite track is probably Tag You're It. Tag You're It I didn't think was that special. Just there. It's fine. Not terrible. Not great. But Mad Hatter and Tag You're It. Who do I think this album's for? if you're a fan of super poppy music, but like a little more happening lyrically, and Tish, you'll be upset hearing me say that, but I think you're wrong. Lyrically, I think she's pretty good. She's just young. It's for you. That's my review of it. And I would give this, if I were grading it a letter grade, I haven't given it my standard 15 plays. Here's what I'll do. When I hit 15 plays on this entire album, I will upload a Monty review of both albums individually after 15 plays. But right now, I'll go on record saying right now where I am, this album is about a C, which is good for an album. So Crybaby hits the C for me.
All right. So just like Tool, Monty is wrong again. just like Tool, you just got it wrong. Like fucking
challenge me, fight me.
This album is so I had no idea who Melanie Martinez was. We decided we were gonna do this Melanie Martinez show, and while I was on my 50-mile ride to Sugarloaf Parkway to go see a movie that was being shown for free on YouTube, I decided, well, let me listen to her music and see what she's all about. So I put on the Crybaby album, and I was able to listen to the entire album while on my way to Sugarloaf Parkway because it is 50 miles away. I got a chance to listen to this album, and as soon as the first track comes on, as soon as the Crybaby track comes on, I was like, oh, word? This is how you do it? So first thing, let me say this. I am a music producer. I make music. I've been in the studio with a lot of different people. I talk to musicians on a regular basis. I've been in the studio with a lot of people. I've had a chance to hang out with a lot of people. And I'm great at what I do. I said that to say, and I'm a hater. I don't like anybody's shit. So for me to be like, your shit is dope, that means that your shit is dope for real. The production on her album is fantastic. The way they mix, like, the production is so meticulously put together. It's not overbearing. They found a way to mix a lot of like so her aesthetic, like the kind of Baby Doll, kind of Tim Burton-y, kind of like Hot Topic-ish, thing that she's got going on, and then they use like the sounds from like old carousels and glockenspiels and fucking music tinker boxes and old timey pianos and shit like that. All these things that are associated with like kids' toys and stuff. They incorporate all these sounds into her production over like essentially pop beats that are trap beats. You know what I'm saying? And it's dark, and it's brooding, and it's musical, and it's awesome. So the team that does her production, my hat goes off to, I tip my hat to you. The production on her shit is fantastic. And then that soft vocal, that soft breathy vocal she likes to sing with is reminiscent of like, it's not like, it's her voice as powerful as Mariah Carey or Ariana Grande. No, is she have the vocal range that somebody like Brandy has? No, she doesn't. But what she does fucking works. All right, what she does is like where Melanie Martinez exists is like on one end of the spectrum, super far on the dark side is Lana Del Rey. You know what I'm saying? Doing coke and fucking black guys or whatever the fuck she does over here. I don't know what she does. Fucking Lana Del Rey's over here, right? And then on the other side, right, you got Lorde, right? And right in the middle of that is Melanie Martinez. That's the lane. That's right where she exists at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like and she exists in this very specific bubble that fucking works. This is a very good pop album. This is a very, 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 very good pop album. Dollhouse is dope. The chorus music is dark, and then it's got like this kind of 90s R&B kind of feel to like the to the verses and shit. Carousel is dope. That beat is nasty as fuck. Alphabet Boy is dope. I'm pretty sure at some point Melanie Martinez fucked a teacher. Okay. Like, because she got a lot of songs that give me the impression that she's definitely fucked one of her teachers. You know what I'm saying? I think Training Wheels is dope. I think Milk and Cookies is dope. Pacifier is dope. Mad Hatter is dope. Mad Hatter is actually tied for my second favorite song on the project. Mad Hatter and Alphabet Boy. I both really like those songs. But my favorite song on this motherfucking album is Pity Party. I heard that shit and I was like, oh, this shit is so fucking
Oh, Pity Party's the shit.
Pity Party is awesome.
Yeah.
That is a Hannibal 5-star song. I fucking love Pity Party. That shit is fire. That shit is like, I love it. That shit sound like something me, Ace Wonder, Johnny Brasco would produce. That sound like a Team MFN beat right there. That shit is fire. It's turned up and and she's riding the beat right. That shit is awesome, man. Look, listen. I'm not a fan of calling pop music its own genre. As a musician, I've always hated that shit with a passion because pop music isn't a genre. Pop music is what is popular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? However, there are people that make this style of music, and I always say this, like, you know, for instance, if you go back to the old school, like 98 Degrees, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC days, right? All these guys was putting out this music and it was doing very well. 98 Degrees did well. NSYNC and Backstreet Boys did fucking amazing. But then you had bands like Five and O-Town, right? That tried to make that same style of music and it didn't resonate with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where the pop shit kind of bothers me because if you try to make pop music and then it doesn't pop, if it's not popular, do you still call it pop music? You know what I'm saying? So I've never been a fan of calling that style of music pop just because because we're talking about who they're trying to appeal to. Like if Metallica when Metallica made Into the Sandman, they weren't trying to make pop music, but it was a popular song.
Yeah. True.
You know what I'm saying? Like when Green Day made When I Come Around or Basket Case, they weren't trying to make pop music, but it became popular because people liked them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The same thing is true with Nirvana. Grunge wasn't popular. They made it popular because of who they were. So I don't like calling pop music pop because you try to make it pop. But if pop music was a genre, you know, that was certain types of music made for certain types of artists or certain type of listeners, then as far as pop albums, this is a really, really good fucking album.
Yeah.
This is a damn good pop album. If I was giving it a letter grade, I would give it like a B+.
All right,
I think it's
so
you
gave it a higher grade than I gave it. All right.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be the other way around. I think this album, front to back, top to bottom, is a great pop album. She talks about some real heavy shit, you know, and I agree with Tish. I don't know what the fuck Sippy Cup is about. Monty tried to explain it to me earlier, and I was like, yeah, I mean, you might be right.
I'm gonna explain it right now, and we got some fans in the chat. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong.
Yeah, what is Sippy Cup about?
Because what I take from Sippy Cup, because Tish would hear this, and look, Tish lives with me. She's here with me all the time. She has to suffer through all the shit I have to do for the show, and this month has been I'm listening to nothing but Melanie Martinez. So,
yeah.
Tish has a hate boner for Melanie Martinez. Like whenever Melanie Martinez comes on, she's like, "This bitch on site, fuck her." That's Tish.
Like, damn, Tish, hold up. You mean to tell me you heard Pity Party and didn't want to turn up?
She did not. She did not. She's like, fuck this bitch on site. And like Sippy Cup is a song that always came on, and she's like, fuck this shit. When I heard Sippy Cup as being kind of analogous to who Melanie Martinez is, how she does this whole pink cutesy baby.
Oh, hold up, wait a minute, hold up. So we just gonna act like you didn't just say analogous, like you just use that shit in regular conversation?
Yeah, that's you don't.
Continue. Go ahead. Go ahead. I see. But, you see how Monty act when we get new company over here, y'all. Y'all see the shit. Okay. Y'all see the shit. We got new people.
Right,
Neverland Games. He used analogous for you and Super Inhuman. He did that just for y'all.
Look, I'm gonna talk like niggas. You know, it's like she's trying to say like no, never mind. I'm going back. I can't think of non-words to use rather than words. That was a word that I used. Fuck you, Hannibal. But no, but it was all I found it to be. Yeah, and that's the right word. So the sippy cup is representative of, you know, what she tries to put forward, where she's got this, she presents herself in this sort of cutesy, like pink pretty, but she goes in on some dark shit. And I always go to the line, kids are still depressed when you dress them up. Syrup is still syrup in a sippy cup.
Daryl, Ace Wonder says Monty probably cuts his candy bars with a knife and fork. With your proper ass. Okay.
Fuck you, Ace Wonder. I didn't dox you, even though you doxed yourself with your name.
Not
Ace
this
Wonder.
time. You know, hey, eighth time's a charm, huh, Monty? we got more real estate to cover, and I'm running out of fuel, Monty. Let's
all right, let's go.
Let's talk about the video.
Yeah. So I think lyrically, she was onto something, and she's going somewhere. I don't see the hate. I don't understand the hate. And wait, Neverland Game said something long, and then we'll get to it. I want to read it. It looks, because I'm trying to acknowledge the fans that are here. Drinking alcohol or syrup from a sippy cup, and you're stop moving, chat. Fuck.
And you got weights in your pockets when you go to the doctor's. Your favorite candy's cotton, and that's when all your teeth are rotten. It's about pills.
Yeah.
And she said she said a lot of stuff in that song about drugs, and I was like, I like some of the other songs. I get it. Like with Dollhouse, I was like, I get what you're saying. I get all of it, and it was just like, and look. I don't always get it, especially like when I'm not listening to rap music, I just be missing shit. When I'm listening to rap music, I seem to catch everything. When I'm not listening to rap music, I be like, I don't know what the fuck. When I heard Erykah Badu's Bag Lady, I thought she was making a song about a homeless bitch. That's what I thought Bag Lady was about. I didn't realize it was about a woman talking about the baggage she has to carry around. You know what I'm saying? So look, I recognize it could be deeper than that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I think Melanie Martinez was onto some shit, you know, in her first album. It's not a terrible album. It's not great yet. I don't think Melanie Martinez has done anything great yet.
You are a liar, sir, okay? Motherfucking Pity Party is great. You know, it is great, and you are hate.
No, I'm not hating. I'm not
Yes,
hating.
you-
Melanie Martinez is fucking awesome. I am waiting for Blow My Mind fucking incredible. She hasn't done that yet. My eyes are on her. And I'm not, I will tell everybody, check her out, because wait for it. You want to be there at ground zero when it happens. It hasn't happened. The bomb is still coming to Earth. She hasn't done it yet. It's still, it's about to make landfall. You are wrong, Hannibal.
I like listen. Well, there's a million people that agree with me, and they had to listen to her album fucking 150 billion goddamn times to make that motherfucker go platinum. So, all right, what'd you think of the visual concept album? Now, let me say this: I did not watch all of the videos for this album, for the Crybaby album. I saw like a couple of them. I think I saw Crybaby. I saw Dollhouse. I saw Pity Party, and I think I saw like Carousel and like one other.
Yeah.
I actually, matter of fact, the Crybaby video made me like the Crybaby song more.
Yeah. A lot of the videos did that for me. And I think Melanie Martinez is a full package type of artist, which is different for me because I'm very compartmentalized with how I like to consume music, TV shows, movies, visuals. And when I do my own art, I like to think outside of the box. I like to make shit that's unconventional, and that's what she's doing here. The visuals play so much into her music. Because one of the things I noticed, I sat down a few days ago and in album order watched every video from Crybaby. And I was like, holy shit, I fucking get it. I understand what she's trying to do. This was after seeing K through 12. I see what you're doing. I get it. I understand. The visuals are key to her music, which is super interesting. I don't know how to take that, which is why my grades might be on the low end until I see more. I think I need more. And I have a feeling that the process of making these videos is what led to her coming up with the idea for K through 12. Because toward the end, you start seeing, like, you see her friend. I can't remember the friend's name from K through 12, but she pops up in the last, like, 2 or 3 videos. And it leads into K through 12, which I found super interesting. So, yeah, I would give the visuals a higher grade. I'd actually give those a B.
Okay. Yeah, I love the aesthetic of her videos. I thought the Crybaby video was fantastic. How she's like this adult child, you know, to a woman that didn't really want her and is kind of just being real dismissive about having her. And, you know, how she's like, her mom's an alcoholic. Like, the Crybaby video is awesome. I hate music. I do not enjoy watching music videos because so many videos is all the same. I say that to say this. That ain't true about Melanie Martinez. That Crybaby video is some different shit. You know, it's doing something else, and I like that she's taking those artistic chances. I need to sit down and watch. Like, I'd be willing to sit down and watch the rest of her videos.
All right, fair enough.
Now, let's get to what the people want to hear us talk about, goddammit.
Yes.
Let's get to K through motherfucking 12.
Well, here we go. Here's, I put some clips together. They're super short, so we'll run through them quick. Of all the songs that we heard in the movie, because we got 3 different grades to give this project.
Yes.
The driver sees it. Daddy John didn't go for that road. Show and tell. Ooh, I signed up for your drama. That's my bad. That's my bad. You turned oranges to orange juice. Teacher's pet. Can we just be honest? These are the requirements. People gonna say.
There you go, K through 12.
Nice. Well, let's see if we get copyright flagged on that.
I promise you we won't.
Okay. All right. I
go.
like it. So we're gonna rate this 3 ways. We're gonna rate this as we're gonna rate the album.
Yes.
We're gonna rate, and then we're gonna rate the movie. How are we doing,
All right.
Monty?
We're gonna rate this as an album. We're gonna rate this as a series, just like we did with Crybaby, as a series of videos, and then we're going to rate it as a movie. And we'll explain why when we get to the movie rating.
Okay.
So, I'll let you go first as an album. What do you think of this as an album, Hannibal?
I like K through 12 less than I like just as an album, not as the complete body of work that this whole package is.
Yeah.
And you really got to rate it as an entire package because it all came together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So but as just an album, I like K through 12 slightly less than I like Crybaby.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, I like K through 12 like, and I'm talking percentage points.
Okay.
Yeah, like percentage points. I don't have a 5-star song on K through 12, but there's a lot I like on K through 12.
Really?
Like,
interesting.
I like Drama Club. I really like Teacher's Pet is my favorite song on the project. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure that chick fucked a teacher at some point because she got a bunch of songs about fucking teachers. So, and I really like High School Sweethearts.
All right.
The song where she's in the bubble and she's singing, and there's a line where she's like, you know, if you're gonna do this, you got to make sure that we fuck. You know, and it's like you think she's about to say, "Oh yeah, you better fuck me good," and she's like, "No, I will fucking kill you if you cheat on me.
Rip your face apart."
Yeah, I'll rip your fucking head. And she sings it so sweetly, and then I love that the song makes this hard shift left, you know, into something else, and then she basically tells a story about basically it's like it's a high school girl talking about what your perspective of love and relationships are when you're in high school.
All right,
you know. Stuff that you think that matters to you then, and all the stuff that seems important to you when you're in high school is like, yeah, when you're 13 to 18, you be like, all this stuff matters. And she encompassed all that shit in High School Sweethearts, like all the stuff that matters to you in a relationship, you know. Yeah. So, and it's like, and I thought she did a fantastic job with that. I actually I enjoyed the Orange Juice song as well.
See, a lot of people do, but continue. I'll get into that. When it's my turn. Go.
The you know, and there's a so those are the songs. Like I said, I like the album. I don't like these songs were specifically crafted to go along with this movie. Yeah. So, and the best way I can explain it is I can only use a musical, like you know, because it is a musical. It's like take a song from a musical with no context and listen to it by itself. That song doesn't make any sense.
That's true. That's true.
You know, and it's sort of like, you know, what was the song that Scar sang on Lion King where he was talking about be prepared, right? Yes. So imagine Be Prepared without any context for what the movie is. Like that shit, you just hear that shit by itself. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? And these songs are supposed to go with the movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like all the songs are related to things that are happening in the movie at real time. Like when you're watching the movie, you know, Will's on the bus because they're on the bus. Then Class fight because she gets in a fight with, you know, while she's in school. The principal because of everything relates to what's happening in the movie. Like it's very literal, you know what I'm saying? And it's literal in the sense that it goes with that. So I like this album, but I mean I like it as a body of work. That as it relates to the movie, but not by itself. Like if I had not seen the movie and just listened to this album, I would be like, the production is incredible. I have no idea what she's talking about in these songs.
See, I disagree with you there, but I'm gonna let you go.
You disagree that I wouldn't understand these songs without seeing the movie? You disagree with that?
I disagree that they are not understandable without seeing the movie.
I didn't say that they weren't understandable. I'm saying they weren't. I wouldn't have understood them.
I don't disagree with what you think.
Yeah,
but I thought you were talking for a general audience. So.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking. I'm just talking about
about you. All right. All right.
Is you know like Neverland Games? She thinks K-12 is better than Crybaby, and I feel like Monty's about to say the same shit, which I disagree with both of y'all.
I do agree with Neverland Games.
Yeah, of course you do. You agree with anybody who's on your side. You know what I'm saying?
But you continue.
And Superinhuman's on my side. So there you go. You got one and I got one. Team Monty and Team Hannibal. We'll see.
All right. I don't think he's on your side. He said, yeah, that's a big issue for me also. He didn't say what. So... you might Superhuman. Team Monty's the right team. Just so you know.
And what are the benefits that come with Team Monty? Who will you beat up for him? I'm
nobody.
Curious.
Nobody.
Okay, so I will beat somebody up for you.
Look. Me and Superinhuman just lost it, and he'll find out why in a bit.
He said his favorite is Recess. Yeah, Recess is actually one of my least favorite songs on the project. But it's actually one of my favorite parts of the movie.
All right, interesting.
So it's weird. Like I like it as it relates to. Oh wait, no, not Recess. Recess is the last one, right? That's the very end of the movie.
Yeah, Recess is the end. That's where.
I didn't like Recess.
The dance.
I wanted to like. Oh no, I did like Recess. Okay, I'm fucked up. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
so what grade would you give this as an album?
B minus.
B minus. All right.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I would give the album a B minus. But
Yeah, that's what I'm
again,
talking about. Just sonically, just
this
hearing
is
it.
like, okay, so years ago, there was a rapper named Prince Paul who did an album called, I think it's called The Prince Amongst Men. I think that's what it's called. And basically the album it's a rap album where he basically just takes you through his day. But the way the album is set up is it's basically set up like a hip hop opera. Where he's got all these rappers that are playing all these characters. So Missy Elliott plays this person. Redman plays that person. Like Redman might play the random drug dealer down the street. Missy Elliott might play that person. And when you have to listen to the album together in order to get the entire story. You can't just single out one track and be like, this is dope by itself. You know what I'm saying? It exists because it's all supposed to relate together.
Yeah.
It all relates together.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. You know, and I had the benefit of seeing the movie first and then hearing the album after. I actually listened to the album, re-listened to the album today after seeing the movie so we saw the movie on the 5th, and I just listened to the album today, and as I was listening to the album, I was like, oh, I remember all this shit from the movie.
Yeah. So, that being said, like that's your album review, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's bounce it back and forth. My album review, I actually like on just listening to the album. And I'm in the same boat as you. I have the visuals from the movie stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I did find this album to be better than Crybaby. I think it's much more solid, and I think it works a lot better. And this is the album playing on shuffle with other stuff. I think this album's stronger. This album makes me react more like, oh, what is that? Oh, that's that from this. Okay, got it. I think this album's a lot stronger. Not that Crybaby was bad. Like, I gave it a good grade. I grade this one higher. This album ends up hitting at about a B for me. I think as far as albums go, I think Melanie Martinez has a really great album in her somewhere. She hasn't made it yet. This is a damn good album.
Mm-hmm.
But an album that years from now, people will look back and go, Melanie Martinez did that album. Like the Marshall Mathers LP. She hasn't made her Marshall Mathers LP yet. It hasn't happened yet. And for me, standouts on this were Show and Tell. Show and Tell is my favorite song on this whole album. Show and Tell is amazing. Yeah. It's the one they used in the trailer.
Yeah, I know which one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm always iffy about songs that use that 3/4 rhythm.
Yeah.
That waltz rhythm.
Yeah.
And that's actually Show and Tell isn't one of those songs because she has a bunch of songs on the album that feel like that.
Yeah.
And that's one of my biggest issues with this project is there's a lot of songs on here that sound like other songs on here.
Yeah.
Like I like songs to have their own DNA to them.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, I'm saying that from a perspective of listening to an album for the album, and she made the album to go with the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're supposed to work in tandem with each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you don't judge the peanut butter individually from the jelly. You judge it all together. It's like when I bite into it, what's all this shit taste like?
Yeah. No, I get that. And I think Show and Tell is different. I think it has a different sound than the other songs on the album. It's got, I don't know, I think it's looser. It falls apart more. Like it falls apart and comes together more.
Mm-hmm.
Like Show and Tell, I think really stands out. And my least favorite is Recess. Like this album will be fine without it.
Yeah, I could also do without Recess as well. But I think also part of that is the emotional connection I had to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So it was just like the movie was getting to an end. It's like, oh, how's this going to end? Oh, it's going to end dumb. All right, cool.
And speaking of that, tell me about the visuals. What did you think of this as just like Crybaby, as a collection of music videos? How did this work as a collection of music videos?
As someone who hates watching music videos, I cannot understate that. I fucking hate watching music videos. The last good music video I saw and I was like, this shit is fantastic. It's like Childish Gambino's This Is America. That was like the last video I saw that was like, yep, that's awesome. That shit is awesome. But that video was also a performance piece, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, no, I think the videos are awesome on here. I think all the videos are fantastic. I love the way they put this shit. The Melanie Martinez, to say that she did this shit when she was like 23, 24 years old, that she wrote these songs, wrote this script, directed this movie, had like her hand in the makeup, had her hand in the hair, in the wardrobe, in the set design. Like, to say that a child put this together is insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, if she made this at 23, 24 years old, and it came out when she was 25, when she makes a movie at 30, that motherfucker is going to start winning awards.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, if I was Tim Burton, I would sit down with her right now and be like, look, this is what you do. And honestly, I know she wants to work with Tim Burton, but like, Tim Burton now isn't the guy that he was in the 80s and 90s. Like, Tim Burton now is like, look, he's that guy that just swings hard and just sometimes he's just striking out a lot right now. But like, you know, there's a couple other directors I think that would actually do better with her. I think Danny Boyle would be a great director for her to work with. Somebody that could understand her vision and kind of give her something pretty amazing. I think, like, so because he could tell a good story and he could still help her maintain that visual aesthetic that she wants.
Or I think Melanie Martinez, while influenced by Tim Burton, she has developed her own style with this. She might be the next Melanie Martinez.
You mean the first Melanie Martinez?
The first.
Yeah, she definitely can. She definitely can. As a collection of music videos, I think this shit is amazing. Like, I think the visuals on this shit are fantastic. Like, the visuals on Orange Juice, I don't understand what it is, but it's awesome. I think Lunchbox Friends Strawberry Shortcake. Like, when she's standing there, and I'm like, oh my God, they just showed this child's titties. And it's like, oh, it's not child's titties. It's something else going on. The principal video is crazy. Teacher's Pet video is crazy. High School Sweethearts, the choreography. I thought the shit was dope, man. Listen. I don't like musicals. I don't like music videos. I fucking hate the two of those things together. That being said, K through 12 is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not my type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather be watching fucking, you know, Lord of the Rings. Like, I want to watch some fantasy nerd shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch fucking little girls dancing in fucking couture blouses and fucking, you know, dressed like fucking Victorian princesses and shit. That ain't me. That ain't what I'm into. But this shit is dope though. Like, this shit is really, like, just as the visual aesthetic and the music videos, this shit is dope. I would get that shit an 8.
All right. Well, I think we're in agreement.
That shit is like Beyonce Lemonade good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get, and like the Beyonce fans, don't at me on this shit. All right, we ain't got to talk about this. I don't want the beehive coming for me. I'm just saying the body of work that this child put together.
Yeah.
And I cannot understate that enough. This girl is very, 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 very young to be putting out this level of quality. I'm saying at the age she is now, all she's going to do is get better. She's going to become a better singer. She's going to become a better performer. She's going to have that better visionary eye. And when she does the sequels to this, I will be in the theater to go see the shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to jump right off from where you left off. Visually, music videos, as a series of music videos, I also give these an A. Standouts to me, and you said a lot of what I was already thinking, so I'm not gonna rehash a bunch of shit you already said. But the standout to me is Strawberry Shortcake.
That video was awesome. But you know what? That fucking Nurses one was crazy as hell.
Yeah, it was. And Like, also, with Strawberry Shortcake, it's the lyrics. And lyrically, I can see her growth. And this, I should have mentioned in the musical part. But lyrically, I can see her growth. Like, talking about that, going into that song, just how she uses the cake metaphor. Like, it's not my fault because I put icing on. Like, there's layers to that. Like, think that through. Follow that through. That's fucking crazy. And nobody taught them not to grab, like, or grab or touch, whatever the word was. I can't remember. That's fucking heavy. Lyrically, this song, Strawberry Shortcake, gets heavy, and it gets heavy fast. And it seems so innocent, which is one of the things I love about her as an artist, which is why I think this isn't it yet. Like, this is the song where I see hints of the greatness that Melanie Martinez will be. Lyrically, like, just dig deep lyrically on this song, and you will see hints of the greatness that this woman has in her. She is going to be phenomenal. Strawberry Shortcake is a standout for that reason. And, again, I go to the same song as before, and I know, Super Inhuman, you're not gonna like me, but it's still Recess. Recess is why is that song here? I can do without Recess completely.
It wasn't even the song for me. It was just like, and again, it's the association with just that was the last joint on that was the last song in the movie, and it was just the funny thing is, I actually liked that part of the movie. It was just I don't know. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. So, yeah, standout is Strawberry Shortcake. Like, that is the song people need to latch on to for this album. Like, pay very close attention to that song and listen to what she's saying and how she's saying it, because it's working on levels. Like, it's kind of like what was the song from Training Wheels? It reminds me of Training Wheels, where she's minimalizing something that is much more important and talking about it as if it's not a big deal. Like, this is Training Wheels Part 2. That's what Strawberry Shortcake is, where she's pointing out a problem without actually pointing out a problem. And I love how she's doing it. I love her approach to it. And she's working on different levels. And pay attention to that song. That's what I have to say about that. But that being said, let's move to the next part, which is the thing I really want to get into on this show. Hannibal, how do you grade K through 12 as a fucking movie?
Oh, as a movie. So here's the thing: it's either a B- or a D+, and it's tough to say. But if we're rating
one
it
of those
as
grades, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's if it's a movie, if I'm rating it as a movie, not a collection of music videos, but as a movie, right? And I'm comparing it to other movies. This is not a good movie. It is a great collection of videos, but it is not a good movie. This movie is not good. There's so many dots that don't get connected, that don't get tied in. And look, I don't like musicals. I fucking hate musicals, and I definitely hate collections of music videos. Beyonce's Lemonade is fantastic, but it is not a movie. It is a collection of music videos. All right, and me and Mike are going back and forth in the chat because he keeps saying Beyonce is trash. I'm like, Beyonce not trash. Like, listen, I know trash. Okay, I come across trash all the time. I know trash when I come across it. Like, and let me stick to these musicals, right? Let me talk about these bitch ass musicals I hate, right? There's a couple musicals I want to talk about right now, and I'm just gonna mention them. I'm not even gonna talk about them, right? I'm just movies. Okay, movies that are musicals that are not Disney animated joints, right? You got Les Miserables, Chicago, and Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
Okay, Les Mis, Chicago, Dreamgirls. I saw all. Where's my? There we go. Those three right there. I saw all three of those shits in the theater. All three of those shits are fantastic movies. Okay?
Yeah.
Like the stories, the way the songs interact together to tell the story, the acting, all that stuff, all that shit is fantastic. K through 12 is not that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like like as a movie, it is not a good movie. It is a great collection of songs. It is a great video presentation. It is not a good movie. It is not good acting. Nobody's gonna win no awards for this. All right, like for it being a movie, nobody's gonna get nominated. Like nobody was like, oh my god, I can't wait to see, you know, this actor in this or this person in that. Like nah. Like after K through 12 came out, I was checking for the different actresses that was in the movie to see if they had a spike in their Instagram followers. They didn't. You know, but that being said, like it's not a good movie, and I honestly don't even know how to rate. I probably would give it like I'm a C minus.
All right, you're more
I'm
generous
gonna
than
give
me.
yeah, I'm a C minus because there's so much visually that's going on that's right that it doesn't all the way offset the stuff that's wrong about it, because there's things in this movie that she tries to talk about, right? And she tries, like in this movie, she talks a lot about bullying. There's a black kid that doesn't want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. There's a transgender teacher. There's a teacher doing coke. There's a drunk, unattentive parent. They have a conversation about how about toxic masculinity and how they shit on a woman, being like a woman could never be the president of the United States because women can't do the things that men could do. They talk about women's health care, like how women should have free tampons. They talk about bulimia and anorexia and how that shit plays on kids on like how they're placed in the social pecking order, and how social pressure makes them feel like they have to do certain things in order to look good. They talk about statutory rape and hitting somebody with the hot Cosby with the drinks. They even talk about marijuana being something that should be legalized.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot.
They had a checklist of social justice points.
Yeah.
But
you know, and these are all things that I think are great, and I'm glad that she touched on them.
Yes.
But when I tell you Melanie Martinez literally just touched it and then walked away, like the black kid that would stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance, he literally just got drug out the classroom and was gone, and they never acknowledged that shit again. Like, did he die? Is he dead? How come nobody cares? Like, where's that kid? I want to know what happened to the black dude. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Hannibal and Monty, we should write the sequel that focuses on that kid. Like we pick up from that moment and we follow that kid's story.
What happened to that dude? You know, at one point they stopped telling the story, and then they did like back-to-back music videos with like it was like a half-naked burlesque show, and then a marionette show and tell, and then a hospital gurney story. Like back-to-back-to-back, there was like 3 music videos that didn't enhance the plot of the movie. Like it just happened. You know what I'm saying? There's and then Teacher's Pet, which is the thing that I love and loathe the most about this movie. It's like, so during Teacher's Pet, Melanie Martinez's best friend almost fucks a teacher, right?
Or almost gets dissected by the teacher. Like, let's be
so
real.
this is what happened. Look, her friend sees this teacher, and she starts giving him that "I want to fuck him" face, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the teacher starts giving her the "I'm gonna fuck her back" face, and then he writes her a note like, "Yeah, bitch, stay late after school. It's finna go down." And her friend is like, "Hell yeah, it's finna go down, nigga. I'm finna get that dick. It's going down. I'm finna fuck the shit out you. I'm a child. You an adult man with a family. This shit's finna happen, right?" Then the teacher, who is freely gonna get the statutory pussy, which is so wrong on so many levels, then this nigga drugs her. And then it doesn't knock her out, it shrinks her down into like something small, and then Melanie uses her powers to save her friend, and then her friend who, in this movie Melanie Martinez has superpowers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then
It's superpowers
her
all
friend
around.
And then her best friend, who also has superpowers, is like, I'm gonna use my powers. Oh, he tried to like shrink rape me. Cool, I'm just gonna kill him, right? So then she uses her powers to kill this dude, right? And I like, look, you was about to get raped, and you fucking, you killed him with your superpowers. I'm all for that. Here's the thing, and this is why this is a bad movie. Her friend has superpowers the whole time. Okay, how'd you even get caught? You got superpowers. You know what I'm saying?
She got caught because she wanted to fuck the teacher.
Oh, nigga, look, listen. So you mean to tell me when she was shrunk, her powers still didn't work? You know what I'm saying? It was like she forgot. Here. You know why her friend didn't use her powers to save herself in that rape situation? You want to know why her friend didn't use her superpowers to save her in that rape situation? Because of bad writing. That's why she didn't save herself.
All right.
And that's why this movie would get, as a movie, it would get a C-. It's a great collection. As a collection of videos, this gets an A. Okay, this shit is fantastic as a visual presentation for that. But if you want to call it a movie, and I'm comparing it to the likes of Forrest Gump and Star Wars and Kill Bill and Untouchables and fucking Pulp Fiction and Fight Club and Avengers Infinity War and all these other great movies and fucking, Jaws and Indiana Jones and just fucking 500 Days of Summer and Pretty Woman. If we want to call this a movie, this is not a good movie. It's a good, and Monty, I'm gonna say something that you said, and I'm gonna walk away from it.
All right.
When we did the animated Batman episode last month, we were talking about Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
And you made the comment, you made the observation that because Gotham Knights, for everybody who hasn't seen the animated DC movie Gotham Knight, Batman Gotham Knights, it is a collection of short stories.
Yeah.
Right? That are very loosely connected. Yep. And Monty's observation was if they had been released as internet shorts, and we watched them that way, like internet shorts on YouTube. Like every week they just drop a new one of these shits. It's like 6 or 7 minutes, and you watch it, and that's it. You would be like, this shit is dope as hell. But when you watch them all together and you call it a movie, it's not as awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what K-12 is.
Yeah.
It's almost like, and this is what I'm saying. If she just worked hand in hand with like one screenwriter and one director, that could be like, one producer just to oversee the shit and be like, look, this is dope, but how do you resolve this? And how do you make this happen? Just to ask those questions. And to be fair, this movie got made with a budget of $6 million.
Yeah.
Okay? That's nothing.
Yeah.
They made this movie with nothing. All right? She literally made this movie with fucking super glue and paper mache. Like, I'm talking about wet newspaper and glue. She made this movie with nothing, and that is incredible. That is a feat.
Yeah.
Okay? That is fantastic, and Melanie Martinez deserves all the credit where credit is due.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this ain't a good movie.
Absolutely. And the only thing I have to add to that, because you basically hit every point that I would have hit. I'll just add, I don't think she needs another screenwriter. Like, I really do see a fuck ton of potential in this woman. I think Melanie Martinez, I think we're seeing the emergence of something really great. Like, she could get to the point of being that artist that the next generation wants. She's not for us. She's for them. I think if she pulls back a little bit while reaching further, if she can figure out how to do both of those, it's possible. Like,
I just want you to say, if she could find a way to be hot but cool down.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing.
No, it's possible. I know what it means. Look, Hannibal, don't pretend you don't know what it means. You know what the fuck that means.
I don't know what that means.
I'll explain later. But, like, what I'm saying is, your movie project does not have to be your next album. I'm saying, why don't you make an album and then make a movie? Because I think she's got the eye for it. She's got the eye for it. She's got the ear for it. She's trying to do too much at once. I think that's where this movie falls short. But I'm also wrong in that it's a great album and a great series of music videos, but a terrible fucking movie. This is a D- as far as movies go. But a great album, great series of music videos, terrible fucking movie. So that's one out of 3 that she got fucking wrong.
No, I'm not gonna go that far because like I said, visually and musically, like, at the end of the day, this is a musical, and the music is good and the visuals are good. It was just the story that connects it is where she dropped the ball, but
isn't that making a movie? Like connecting the stories? Like anybody can come up with a series of stunning visuals and go, look, we'll put that one there, put that one there, put that one there.
I mean, you tell me a movie with like a bad storyline with stunning visuals and performances, and then tell me that movie also deserves a D-.
Let me think. Look, you caught me off guard. I'm sure there's something.
I'm sure there's not. You know,
look,
because and then like the thing that people might be like, well, what about the Transformers movies? Those don't have stunning visuals. They got shit visuals. You know, that like these are these are really, really, really good visuals, like very good visuals.
All right, look. I don't want to waste the whole show with me going. Next show, top of the show, I'll give you examples or tell you you're right. How about that? Friday. That way I can do all by myself and figure the shit out. So, that being said, let's wrap this shit up with the last segment. Because you're going to want to see this. I got to check this shit out for you. And
really?
I have no other place to put this. It's Melanie Martinez related. So,
okay.
Let's do check this shit out and close the show out. Here we go. So, here we go. Check this shit out, shitheads, in Hannibal. Hannibal and Monty's Shit Show presents.
Check that shit out.
What is that?
I didn't know they made them like that.
I don't even understand what I'm seeing.
Remember that shit I gave you last week, nigga? It's nothing, nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing, nigga. Nigga, it's nothing. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Right here, this shit, nigga. This shit here, nigga.
Check this shit out.
Name is Chris the Brother Gunner like, nigga.
Something really like fucked up happened, and I'm tearing up just thinking about it. So we decided to dress up for the concert because I treated both of my friends to Melanie Martinez meet and greet tickets so we could finally meet our queen who we've been looking up to for so long. So we wanted to dress up because we wanted to leave an impression on her when we met her. So I dressed up as the Mad Hatter from her song Mad Hatter. My friend Lindsay dressed up as Mrs. Potato Head, taking inspiration from her song and also taking inspiration from Toy Story. And then my friend Ariel just dressed up. She took inspiration from Melanie herself and dressed up as a character Crybaby. So she wore a diaper, she wore like the little headpiece, and she wore a bib and stuff. Her security started escorting us to the actual room where we were going to meet Melanie Martinez. And she goes, "Hey, crybabies," and then we all give her a hug and stuff, and like we were still crying. She's like, "Don't cry, like, don't cry, it's okay." So then she really liked all of our outfits. Like, she was so happy that I dressed up as the Mad Hatter, and I don't know why, but she didn't really like Lindsay's Mrs. Potato Head outfit. She looked at Lindsay and she goes, "Take it off." Lindsay started bawling, like I've never seen her so sad in my entire life of knowing her. Like, I've never seen her that sad. And she, like, ran out of the room. And I was like, Lindsay, like, do you guys see me? I'm getting teared up just thinking about it. So Lindsay ran out, and I couldn't run after her. So then Melanie looks at us and goes, you guys, how would you like to be the first ones into the venue? Like, and then we go up and we get barriers. So Melanie's show finally starts. And then Melanie's, like, comes flying out of the crib wearing socks and a diaper and a bib. And she's, like, flying out, and she starts slamming to Crybaby, like, fucking slamming. Everyone in the crowd was slamming, like, no one was fucking holding back. And side note, I never, like, gave you guys closure with that. Lindsay literally drove all the way home and fucking changed because she was devastated by Melanie. Like, it was all going really good up until she played the song Milk and Cookies.
Here we go.
She had a guy dressed up as a wolf on stage with her. So she runs into her crib, and guess what the fuck she brought from her crib? It was a gallon of milk. She gets the gallon of milk, fucking opens it, pours it all over the fucking wolf, and then she fucking pours it on herself. She had probably this much left. It was still halfway full. She comes right up to the front where we're at, right up to the front. She sees Lindsay, and I think she remembered that she didn't like her Mrs. Potato Head outfit. She looks at us and she goes, ah! She fucking throws the milk all over us, like, drenched me. It drenched Lindsay, drenched Ariel. Ariel is lactose intolerant. Melanie should have really thought about her lactose intolerant fans before throwing fucking milk at them. I was livid, like fucking livid. Ariel's skin started like fucking like seeping, like it was sizzling. It was like she got all red. Her whole face, neck, everything was red. Her skin got so irritated we had to leave the venue. Leave the fucking venue. Get in my car. Slam to the nearest hospital and get her medical care. Ariel is still in the hospital as we speak. I don't know where Lindsay went. I don't know what happened to her. She just ran out after the milk got done poured on her. Our Melanie Martinez concert experience went bad. It went really bad. We paid over $800, and I didn't even get to hear Mad Hatter live. That's my favorite song, and I didn't even get to hear it.
So there you go. My question is, you know, to borrow from DP, troll or not a troll?
Okay, all right, first off, is that how lactose intolerance works?
See,
like
that's the question I had. Tish said the same thing.
So you mean to tell me that if milk touches your skin, that you just instantly break out? Because I've never heard of that before. Also, I don't know if it was possible for me to care less about a story than he did. He was so sassy. He's so sassy.
Yes.
The motherfucker was just like, all right, the motherfucker said she poured milk on the cow. Like, first off, the way he pulled the milk out was just, can you rewind just to when he pulls the milk out?
Shit.
No, you ain't got to show the whole video. Just show the part where he pulls the milk out.
Shit.
All right,
I don't know if I can with the new setup. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I can't.
Don't worry about it, bro. He is, man, he is sassy.
Yeah, how he just reached over and it's like, she pulled milk out. Yes. Yeah, but that's not how lactose intolerance worked. Like
I'm just like, bro, is that how that shit works? So you mean to tell me if we was all at a yogurt place, right? We're all at TCBY, if these places still existed, and like, look, Luna, no, I'm lactose intolerant. Thank you. I've never heard of that happen. Talking about she poured milk on me and my skin started sizzling. Nigga, that's not milk, okay?
That's acid. She poured acid on people.
Right.
Now we got a problem. Melanie Martinez pours acid on people at concert. That's a headline. Like, let's get some money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I call troll. I don't believe that the things that he said happened. I don't buy into it. I don't believe it at all. Melanie Martinez out here like, you niggas want some milk? And then she's just pouring all that shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pour out some milk for all my dead homies.
See, I lost it at her telling the friend to, with the Mr. Potato Head costume, take it off. Like, I don't know.
Melanie Martinez was like, hey, you know what? I'm a fan of this character, and you got to take that shit up. The fucker. I don't believe it. Yeah. I don't believe it. And the funny thing is, there's probably stories. Phil Oliver Hole says maybe she was allergic, not intolerant.
There you go.
Yeah,
see?
Maybe. I've never heard of people being lactose intolerant before. I mean, lactose allergic before.
Yeah, I think that's possible. Is lactose allergic?
It is possible. It is possible. It is definitely within the realm of possibility that there's somebody out here that you could drop some milk on their skin and it'll start sizzling like acid. But you know what else sizzles like acid? Actual acid. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, I don't think Melanie Martinez has jugs of acid that she's pouring on fans because she doesn't like their costumes. Like, she would be in jail right now if she did.
Mike says Melanie Mukaki them.
You know
that's
what?
Funny.
Mike, get your plunger points. I'm giving them to you right now.
That's funny, Mike. That's real fucking funny.
Remember, there's a delay. Like, we don't laugh right away. You gotta let your joke sit for a bit.
I had to look at it because I was like, Mukaki, gotcha. Like Bukaki, but with Moo. I see what you did. That's why it's hilarious. It took me a while to realize it, but I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's fucking trash, bro. I don't buy it. I just. He's so sassy. He's so sassy.
Oh, he's super sassy. He's super sassy.
All right.
There we go. I just gave Mike his plunger points. I'm back.
I can't even. You're all right. So there you go. And he was like, and his favorite Melanie Martinez song was your favorite Melanie Martinez song on.
Yeah, I'm conflicted by that because that was my problem with it the whole time. I was like, he likes the same song as me, but you know what?
Well, look, just by law of averages, that was going to happen. Yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah, so it's all good. But
all right.
Yeah, this has been a good show. So yeah, Melanie Martinez turned out to be a fun show. I'll ask this question before we wrap it up. Are you checking out future projects from Melanie Martinez?
Yes, absolutely. No, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I was like, she is insanely talented. Like, I like the way she sings. I like the way she writes. I love her production. I love her production. I love her visual sense of style. And she could be on the precipice of something fantastic if she can stay on this path. Honestly, all she's missing is like a Billboard top 10 single with her visuals.
Yeah.
That's what she's just missing the hit song to tie it all together. That's it. Like, she's got songs that work within her fan base, and her fans know how to make her songs chart a certain way. Now all they need to do is, she just needs that one hit. And this was actually the same thing I said about Beyonce's Lemonade. Beyonce's Lemonade is a fantastic album, but she didn't have like a Billboard like a Billboard top 10 hit on there. Like, she didn't have a Single Ladies or Irreplaceable on that album. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, literally, you take that same album and then get her like one song written by like Neo or The Dream, produced by this person or that person, and that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, Formation was a big record, but it wasn't like I said, she just like the album needed that one thing. And the irony was, when Lemonade came out, it should have won the Grammy for Album of the Year. Ended up losing to Adele's Hello. 25 album. Yeah. And the difference is, Adele's 25 had Hello, which was like the number one song on earth when it came out. And that's the difference between having one hit song on a good project versus having a great project without a hit song. And when I say hit, I mean a Billboard top 10 single that sits there for like weeks on end. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Ariana Grande been getting all year. Like, you know, I'm so grateful for my ex, or break up with your girlfriend, shit like that. Or fucking you know, Marshmello and Bastille's Happier, or 5 Seconds of Summer's High Hopes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is it 5 Seconds of Summer? Is this song? Like High Hopes?
I think you got the number of seconds wrong.
Yeah. Or like Mike says, cough. Beyonce is trash. Cough.
I saw that. He's trolling you.
Yeah.
He's getting trolled.
Look, I know a lot of people that feel like that about her. She's definitely not trash. She could sing. She could dance. You know, and whoever putting her music together, they make good stuff. Like I said, Lemonade is a fantastic album. You know what I'm saying? And Dangerously in Love is a fantastic album.
Yeah.
Fucking Naughty Girl, Baby Boy, Me, Myself, and I, Crazy in Love. Like, you know, fucking on Sasha Fierce, If I Were a Boy. That song is amazing. Where, you know, like, before feminism was feminism, like, before it became like a pop culture movement, Beyonce made a whole song. It was like, yeah, well, if I was a dude and I did this, you would be like, that shit was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a good song. You know, Mike is like, she can't write. She doesn't have to write. Like, the best singers on the planet don't always write their songs. You know, I've never understood the correlation that an artist has to be good and also write their own content. Like, some people have great voices. So you mean to tell me that person shouldn't have a career? Like, Whitney Houston didn't write I Want to Dance with Somebody. Somebody else wrote that for her. Michael Jackson didn't write fucking Human Nature. It didn't stop Human Nature from being a great song. You know?
True.
Like, you know, it's just like everybody deserves, you know, like if you got talent.
Drake doesn't write half the shit he writes. I still don't like Drake, though.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that at all.
Why not, Hannibal? Just dig in. Come on, let's go.
No, nope. Not touching that at all. All right. And it's never been proven that Drake isn't writing his shit.
Really? Is that where we're going?
You know, that's well. I know it's time for us to end this. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
In Atlanta.
Look, let's end this shit. All right. Look, say what you got to say before I challenge you on Drake.
No, I all I was gonna say is I know some people that are fantastic writers. That I know some people that are fantastic writers that cannot sing or rap or play an instrument. I know some people that are great instrumentalists that have a great look and have great voices that can't write songs. Why shouldn't all those people be able to get a check? It's like, oh, well, you're a great songwriter, but you're not a good singer and you don't got the right look, so therefore you should be broke forever? That's weird. It's a weird way to think.
All right. I see what you're saying.
Like everybody should have the opportunity to be able to, you know, like if you got a skill set, like sometimes we have specialized skill sets. Like I can write songs, but I can't rap. I make beats and I make damn good beats.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it. I see where you're coming from.
You know, that's all I'm saying. It's just like, just because I don't think it makes you trash just because of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody said that Beyonce was the greatest writer of all time.
Yeah.
You know, and matter of fact, I don't think Kanye West wrote Jesus Walks. I think Rhymefest wrote that song. And he just was like, yeah, I like this. I want to use it. So he used the song. It ended up being a big record for him. You know, and he gave Rhymefest his credit. It wasn't like he ever went around telling people, you know, Will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas wrote Ordinary People for John Legend.
I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like there's a lot of people out here that like all they do is just write songs, you know, and that's it, you know. So.
All right. Yeah,
Destruction Inc. says Hannibal has to talk positively about Beyonce because he lives in Atlanta. And a member of the Beehive lives in my house. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you sleeping with the enemy. Like if you talk bad about Beyonce.
Right, so first off, I did not say she's the enemy. Okay.
I said if you're talking bad about Beyonce, she's the enemy.
Oh, right.
That's what I said.
If I did, which I'm not, then that would be true, which I didn't. So there you go.
Not talking bad about you, Shayla.
And look, Mike said it right. He says, "You're right, Hannibal. Still don't like her music. Not for me." Hey, look. And here's the thing: a lot of her music ain't. Beyonce doesn't make music for dudes. Beyonce makes music for women who don't think that they're wrong in the relationship.
All right. That being said, anything else to add, Hannibal?
No, man, I don't got nothing else to say. Thank you guys for watching the show. It was a fun show, and I'm glad y'all stuck with us to the end because I know some of y'all was like, Melanie Martinez, I don't know who she is, or if I do know who she is, I don't like her, and I don't want to watch this show. But Monty and I sat down and was like, we're gonna figure out a way how to put this episode together in a way where even if you don't know who she is, you can still enjoy this episode. Yeah. Thank you so much for everybody that stuck around. Ace D, Coppola, Mike, Juma P, Thrift Store Dan, fucking Mistaken Reaper, Super Inhuman, thank you for joining us for the first time. Neverland Games, thank you for joining us for the first time. Vlad, thank you very much as always. Fill all of our holes. Luna, Red Eye, and Pimp Monk for from the Morning Wood podcast. Thank you guys for joining us.
Don't forget Lord Jamarcus. I see him right there.
Lord Jamarcus, thank you. Emily the neighbor, thank you. Branko, thank you. I know you got here late, but you know what? It's always happy to have you in our chat.
Yes.
And yeah, nigga, I told you I would call you when the show is over. Did I tell you the show was over? God damn it. Shit. Calling me the fuck up, man. Don't do that shit. That shit pisses me all the way off. Anyway, thank you guys a million times for watching the show. The show wouldn't be what it is without you guys watching it. Me and Monty have these conversations with each other all the time, but we bring...
This was a shit show.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Tell me how you really feel, Monty.
No, shit. I fucked up. I was trying to get the mouse working. There you go. Continue.
Like as always, guys, thank you so much for watching the show. The show wouldn't be what it is if you guys weren't watching it. And we appreciate y'all. We love you guys. Yeah, and that's it, man. Fucking next show is on Friday. It's gonna be Friday the 13th related. Monty and I gotta start planning for that. So we will see you guys on Friday. And that's it, Monty. I ain't got no more talking.
All I gotta say is yeah, you covered it all. You got everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We will see y'all Friday the 13th. It's been awesome. So yeah. See you soon.
This was a shit show.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
Halloween and collard green.
There we go. All right. So, I don't know if you can hear me, but they should not be able to hear you. Oh, they can hear me, though. How y'all doing, shitheads? I'm about to end the stream. Here we go.